Opie and Anthony. Opie.
I'm scum because I'm a shapely European blonde.
Anthony.
Jesus, we are just whores.
James Norton.
Look at this face. How do you not love it and want to kiss it?
E-Rock.
Sex Bagel here on the radio with you.
Sex Bagel. It's the Opie and Anthony show.
And Sex Bagel gets hit with poker chips.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Razzle Dazzle.
Hi.
Razzle Dazzle.
Ready for some razzle dazzle?
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning.
Right. Although the music kind of doesn't quite fit with the, hey, wake up. The gentle nudge awake. Hey. Wake up.
We have discovered that a lot of people set their alarm clocks for 6 a.m. to this fine channel.
And it goes off
And this is the first thing they hear, so we want to wake them up
a little more
carefully.
gently.
Yes.
You don't want to be shocked awake.
This is the Opie and Anthony show. Who are we waking up today?
Oh.
I got one.
What?
There's a guy out there somewhere. Huge fan of the Opie and Anthony show.
Good.
But he's also a horrific person.
In what way?
He's going to sever the head of an individual today. Good morning to you. And good morning to the head that doesn't know it's going to come off.
Oh.
Nah, they listen to a morning zoo, so screw them.
If they were listening to us, they'd be warned.
Yeah, we just warned them. We can't warn this person because they were dumb enough to listen to another radio station. But there's a guy out there right now. He's starting his day with a little, a few stretches, a couple lip smacks.
Does anyone really do that?
He's going to shuffle into the kitchen and get some coffee brewing. He's going to go outside and get his morning newspaper. He's going to maybe have a little cereal.
Yeah.
And he's going to break out the old bowling ball bag from the basement. He's going to leave the bowling ball behind.
Been thinking about this.
Oh, yeah, he has. Today's the day.
Today is the day.
That he just needs to sever someone's head.
Is it someone he knows or just
a
random person?
Someone that did him wrong.
Did him wrong.
Yeah, he's getting ready to do what he just needs to do.
Hack through it and put it in a bowling ball bag and off he goes.
Well, we're stupid to think that we're just waking up nice people.
Yeah.
We're waking up horrific people as well. It's just how the world works.
Yeah, a lot of radio shows give the old, hey, good morning, like everyone's a nice person listening.
Right.
We have nice listeners. Our listeners are great, aren't they? No.
I'm looking in front of me just really quickly. Human head found on side of highway.
See, so that guy, whoever did that, probably listened to the radio.
That guy likes to listen to something.
Yeah.
While he's driving away in his car.
He's got a head in the car. He's ready to toss it out, and something's playing on his radio.
Yes. It could be us. It could be, who knows?
Who knows?
Could be like...
Wake up with Whoopi.
No.
Boom, and the head goes out the window.
No, that would be the Weed Kids.
Oh, the Weed Kids, yeah.
No, the Weed Kids were probably listening to, like, Hot 97.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know. There's a follow-up to that story this morning as well.
Well, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there is a follow-up. I heard it.
What do you mean?
I didn't understand a word they were saying.
Oh, really?
Holy Jesus.
Was this the white news, though?
Yeah, the reporter I understood.
Uh-huh.
But apparently the reporter got an exclusive interview.
With the teenagers?
With one of the gentlemen who was giving one of these children a marijuana cigarette, as I like to call it, a marijuana cigarette. And
are you disturbed by that video at all?
Not at all.
Why?
Doesn't disturb me.
Why? You don't know him?
Because I don't know him is like number one reason.
Are you amazed this type of thing goes on?
No. Not at all. I watched it in Menace to Society.
I always thought that
Remember when
kids
the little
were
kid came out and they were like, "Hey, give him a drink, give him a toke, give him a hit off the joint."
stupid. Me, I always thought kids were like kind of hands off. Like you just even horrific people for the most part leave kids alone, except for like the obvious people that kill kids and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like family members would leave their own little kids alone.
Yeah, they do that a lot apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I learn something every day. That video just disturbs me when
certain families are more responsible with their children than other families.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is.
What bothers me about the video, it's obvious the kids aren't token for the first time because they just look way too comfortable. And they just decided to finally, roll some tape for their boys,
Yeah.
Look
yo,
what we're
check
doing.
this out. Check this out. Yo, check this out.
Because that 18-month-old was handling a joint better than I.
Yeah.
Not that I smoke pot anymore, but I never looked that cool.
Is good. His little fingers can hold the roach without really getting him burnt. It's like a little roach clip.
The little effer had technique. He knew what he was doing. So there is a follow-up to that. But basically, two teenagers getting are they related to the babies?
Probably.
Somehow, some way.
Some way.
They're all in the same house.
Or...
Two teenagers are token up. You know the story hopefully by now. And all of a sudden they get these two babies that aren't no more than 18 months old, I would say. Maybe 2 years
one
old.
of them, yeah. One of them was...
2 and 5?
Yeah, 2 and 5.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, it just hit me. 2 years old and 5 years old. Got them high. So here's the follow-up, and you're telling me there's no real follow-up?
I was trying to understand what the gentleman was saying. I'm sorry. It's terrible. I'm sorry. I couldn't understand him.
A teenager caught on camera sharing marijuana with 2 toddlers is now speaking out. Demetrius McCoy admits that he was wrong for videotaping his 2- and 4-year-old nephew smoking pot. McCoy says his behavior was drug-induced, and he's adamant
he's stoned,
that he
Jim.
harmed.
They know how to play with the smoke, but I don't think they was inhaling it or nothing.
It seemed natural to you. It seemed okay.
Yeah, it ain't natural, but yeah, it's okay.
Because you've seen it done before.
Yeah. And people known for doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Have you given it to any other children?
No other children.
So that's.
I wasn't intending on giving it to them. It's just I was caught off guard. I wasn't in my right mind.
What? I was tending to go on his children,
Holy.
but I got some more right mind.
Do they have subtitles?
No.
So what was the guy saying there?
I don't know what that last line was.
Well,
that's what I heard, and I was like, wait, what did he say?
I know he said that this thing has been done before.
Last line was something like, I was caught off guard and I wasn't in my right mind.
Oh, no, here it is. Some people call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade.
That's pretty funny. Let's say hi to John in Queens. What's up, John? You're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's it going?
Pretty good, John.
Hi.
Hey, listen, this might not be that unusual, because I remember an anthropology textbook that I had in college. This is, maybe 10 years back, and there was a picture in it of 3 little Rastafarian kids, each one with like a huge spliff in their hand.
Yeah, that's kind of the culture of Rasta.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe these guys are, part of that kind of culture, and we're just, maybe didn't think it was that unusual.
Well, maybe they get a lawyer that'll claim that they're Rastafarian and this is their religious belief, and they can get kids stoned and
exactly.
whatever. Jesus Christ, you're getting kids stoned. How bored do you have to be? Why aren't you working? I mean, you should just maybe be out doing something.
Well, maybe it was before work, Anthony.
Oh, yeah?
Got to have an open mind. Maybe it was before work. Maybe they had the day off. Maybe it was President's Day when the video was shot.
Was shot a little while ago. Maybe it was a President's Day and they had the day off.
Yeah.
How far down?
Maybe it was the weekend. So you're very closed-minded. You're just assuming that these 2 youths don't work or go to school.
No, I'm just also, how far down on the list is, you're sitting around the house, because believe me, I've been bored and I've been stoned with my friends hanging out. And I don't know how far down on the list, let's get this little kid stoned is. Aside from, let's eat a whole Entenmann's apple pie, let's watch Gilligan's Island, There's 5,000 things that would come to mind before.
Prank phone calls, possibly.
Prank calls, of
maybe a little
course.
Xbox.
Yeah.
You're definitely not playing the Wii, because Wii is...
Wii is for queers.
Yeah, exactly.
Fans got a Wii.
See, when you want to exercise, you go to a gym.
You go to a gym.
When you want to hang out and play video games, you sit down and play video games.
Right.
It's a little weird that you actually work out as you're playing a video game.
Many different platforms you could play your games on, but, the Wii, I don't know. What are you punching? You're swinging a racket.
Right. Hey, we got Nigel from Kentucky.
Bowling.
I speak a little black, he writes. I will translate.
Oh, okay.
Nigel.
Yes, the colored gentleman was saying that he had some youngsters in his abode and that he did not intend for it to go that far. However, he was not in his right mind, and it thus led to giving them the marijuana.
Oh, it was not. He wasn't in his right mind.
Is that really what he said?
I think he might be right.
Yes, he truly said, I wasn't in my right mind. I didn't intend for it to happen. Something to that effect.
Hey, Nigel, where do you learn how to speak the black?
I really could not tell you. I hang around with some black guys.
Oh,
that's a hell of a talent. Let me hear. Hold on a second.
Trying to play with the smoke, but
oh yeah, all right. Let me move back a little here.
His behavior was drug-induced, and he's adamant the kids weren't harmed.
They know how to play with the smoke, but I don't think they was inhaling it or nothing.
It seemed natural to you. It seemed okay.
Yeah, it ain't natural, but yeah, it's okay.
Because you've seen it done before.
Yeah. And people known for doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Have you given it to any other children?
No other children.
Okay. So that's...
I wasn't intending on giving it to them. It's just I was caught off guard. I wasn't in my right mind.
Holy crap.
I
was really focusing that time, really concentrating. Did they say something about they do this in New Orleans all the time?
He had done it before.
In New Orleans? I heard New Orleans in there.
Really? I don't know where this story's from. Where is it from?
I don't know. I thought I heard New Orleans in there.
No, they had done it before, and he didn't think that they had inhaled before. And he thought it was fine, but they apparently had done this repeatedly on several occasions.
Yeah, you could tell that the kids were comfortable with the spleef. But I guess that guy's saying that they didn't inhale. They were just kind of playing with the smoke. I guess that's okay.
That's fine.
If you're 2 years old.
Play with the pot smoke.
As long as you just play with it, that's fine.
Yeah.
That ain't going to cause any problems whatsoever.
Doesn't he understand that, like, you see the way that guy speaks and what he's doing with a child, getting him stoned? Doesn't he understand that him doing that to a small child is just leading him on the same road that he's on? This guy can absolutely not get himself a good job. Absolutely. Like, even if he wanted to. Just saying, where did he grow up?
Well, he sounded high while he was talking the whole time.
Yeah, of course
he was in jail or something. What the hell is...
I think they just got out of jail, and they were kind of celebrating a little bit.
Kind of laughing as they left jail, too.
Yeah, so...
What kind of friends does he have? Like, that he would show the tape to a bunch of them, and they go, it's good.
Yeah. Well,
obviously...
Friends that would do the same thing.
Obviously, his friends weren't that good.
Friends that would show the tape from the Korean deli, too.
Yeah.
So somebody actually uploaded that to YouTube?
Yeah. See, now you can put everything on YouTube.
Everything goes on YouTube. You don't think anyone else is looking at your videos. You think it's just up there for you and your friends.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Nigel.
You and your friends.
Yeah.
Frunkus indeed, my
friend. Let's say hi to Ray and Philly listening on WYSP. Ray, what's up?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, the part where you thought you heard New Orleans, what he had said was a reporter said, do you know that people do this? And he said, yeah, people are known for it.
Are known for it.
So he knows people that do this all the time, apparently.
They're getting the kids stoned now is like the thing to do, I guess.
Is this the new thing to do?
We don't know.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. But then again, I'm white.
Well, what do we know?
We really try not to do that to our nephews and nieces.
I buy the little kids' savings bonds.
Yeah.
At least wait till they're not.
Some communities get them stoned.
There you go. All right, thank you, sir.
Runkus.
All right, let's go to Rob in Dallas. Rob, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, look, I don't see why this is any big deal. They do it in laboratories all across America.
What do you mean they do it in laboratories?
Laboratories.
You know what I mean. And this is out of Fort Worth.
Hold on a minute. You can't just say you know what I mean. What the hell are they doing in the labs?
You know, swoogies.
Oh, Jesus. Are you saying they're using young black children for experiments?
Are you saying they're cheaper than buying rats?
Exactly.
What are you getting at there, Rob?
I
you
think
racist.
he's being a racist.
Frunkus.
Why the
Inappropriate fellow.
Frunkus today?
I don't know. Someone's frunkising us.
Are they attacking us? With
But it's Jimmy's word.
I understand that, but why 3 in a row? Are the pests onto something today? I don't know. Something's going on.
I think they're just listening on hold and
Let's
getting caught up in the frunkus moment.
Let's say hi to Harry in North Carolina. Harry.
Hey, I think they've been doing this for a while with those kids to look so natural. And another thing that kind of bothered me is the reporter said that the teenager was sorry that he filmed it, not sorry that he did it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I filmed it.
Well, of course.
Now, and there's one other thing I want to say before I let you guys go. The reporter should have asked that teenager to repeat after her and say, "Get a job, Sparkling Wiggle."
Yeah, I don't know if we could play that over here.
I don't think so.
That is one of the greatest video clips ever. I think it's up on opieandanthony.com, so you're going to have to do a little searching on your own when you get to work today. But check out Sparkling Wiggles if you haven't seen the video yet.
Okay,
I believe it's all over YouTube as well. Thank you, Harry.
All right.
Oh, boy, there goes that
That's a
streak.
frunkus call.
Yeah, let's go to Harry in Buffalo. Harry, what's up?
Oh, it's a mighty frunkus all the way out here on the West Coast.
You're not on the West Coast.
West
You're
Coast.
in Buffalo.
I'm out here in California, even though I'm from Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
So wait. When someone says,
Hold on a minute.
dude,
Hold on a minute.
dude, hold on, Harry.
Is everyone stoned this morning?
When someone asks you where you're from, you tell them where you're calling from, not where you're from.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that? Calling from, where are you from? Sweden.
What would you do if you were in France and war broke out with the U.S. and France? Would you just pick up a French uniform and fight for them? Or would you come back?
All right.
Where are you at in California?
Oh, headed down to Los Angeles. I'm headed down to 5. I got a truckload of Mexicans. I'm taking them back to the border.
No, you shut up.
Yeah, I think you're right. Stoned.
All right, so what's up, Harry?
Well, I woke up this morning and I severed that head you guys wanted, so I'm going to bolt down the freeway here in a minute.
Wouldn't it be odd? Wouldn't it be...
Why are we trying hard with this radio
Wouldn't
show?
it just be amazing if this guy actually had a severed head in his hand driving his truck down the road?
Well, maybe people should call from their horrific jobs today. I know someone out there is just calling from just a ridiculous situation. All right, what do you got? Is that all you have, Harry?
No. Yesterday morning I was watching TV from my hotel room, and they interviewed the grandmother. And she says, I quote, "They do this all the time, and they need discipline.
They need discipline.
They need discipline."
They need discipline.
That's what the grandmother's for. Discipline.
Yeah.
When the mother has to leave her kids with her mother, obviously the grandmother's done such a good job raising the mother that she could now do a great job raising the mother's kids.
Sure, exactly.
Oof.
All right, Harry.
Frunkus.
I don't know what's going on today. Something weird is going on today with this frunkus, and I just know we have to dumb down the show. We don't need to really try.
Just dumb it down. Click it down a few notches.
I think what we need to do is just say boobies all day and laugh uncontrollably.
Yeah.
I think that'll get the job done.
Just dial it down to stupid. Where's
right.
the dial?
We started with this theory, so we'll end this break with a fine little news story.
The mystery deepens around the dismembered body of a man that was found yesterday. Today, body parts are discovered. This morning, a Caltrans worker found a human hand near State Route 163 at Interstate 5. And a tow truck driver found a bag with a severed human head inside. The body parts were evidently those of a man whose torso was found yesterday morning in the Otay River.
Oh, my God.
And a head truck driver found a toe.
Yeah, there you go.
You think that hand they found on the side of the road, it was just thumbs up, trying to get away from the rest of the body?
Tow truck driver, not doing his job, picking up the wrong body parts, you silly goose. Everyone knows the joke.
After a gruesome find yesterday, the mystery further intensified early this morning when a tow truck driver discovered a severed head in a trash bag. There apparently were no other clues at the scene. 90 minutes later, another grim discovery involving human remains. A severed hand. The first discovery of remains occurred early yesterday morning. Two plumbers who stopped on Hollister Street in Palm City discovered a torso in an Otay River culvert.
Wow.
A torso.
Man, someone was pissed.
Hacking them apart.
Later in the day, police released the photo captured by the surveillance camera. The white male appears to be in his 60s. He's balding with a mustache and glasses. You know it as well as we do. It's the $64 question. What led police to that photo? And why do they think the head and the body parts are of the person in that image?
Wow. So there you go. There's your human head story today.
Someone was angry, man. What are you thinking when you're just sawing through somebody's head and stuff? Like you're just thinking, hey, yeah, I just gotta saw through this. And are you thinking about the act? Are you so gone that you're just thinking about something like friggin' unicorns or something? Or do you try to go to a happy place? Like, is it freaking you out?
Do you whistle a happy tune?
Yeah. Or is it freaking you out that you're cutting somebody's
you gotta
limbs off?
You gotta build yourself up to the point where you're gonna do this. So you're like, I know I could do this. I know I could do this. I know I could do this. And then in the middle of it, you're right. I think something happens because we're all humans, and you're like, oh my God.
What am I doing? I gotta finish, though. I gotta finish or I'm screwed. Just hacksawing through. When you feel the first, because it's got to be like the flesh is one thing, but then when you feel the first contact with bone and go, all right, now I gotta lean into it.
A little elbow grease.
Now I really gotta lean into it.
Oh God!
Are you like? Do you answer a few questions to yourself like, wow, I didn't think it was going to be this easy?
Yeah.
Or something. Like, it's one of those mysteries. Like, I don't know what it's like to cut through someone's arm.
The first inch is pretty easy.
Yeah, it's just meat.
And then you get to
the bone. Okay.
Well, then you get to the neck, the neck bone there, the spine.
And the neck itself, it's just probably, there's a lot of like slop because there's a lot of stuff going on in a neck. So it's probably just like caking on the blade.
Do you realize at that point you need some tunes?
Yeah, maybe some tunes will help.
You're like, oh God, I gotta go get my Leonard Skinner tape. I gotta distract myself here.
Let me just pop in some tunes. I'll just sing.
Are you playing a little air guitar in between sawing?
Yeah.
Free as a bird.
Oh man, Alabama, where the skies are so blue.
When I read or see these horrific stories, I always think back. Oh man, we all started the same, more or less. You're in Little League together or playing a little soccer.
Every killer's got that picture of them as a kid, just all smiles
in his little baseball uniform.
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean,
opening up Christmas presents on Christmas morning.
There's always the few that are just born disturbed and just will do horrific things from almost day one. But in general, everyone kind of is doing the same thing in their informative years, and then something just drastically changes that make them go, whoa.
Do you ever do something that, when you look back, you go, wow, that was a defining moment in whether I was going to be a serial killer or not? Nothing like that? Because I have this...
All right, what'd you kill?
What
animal did you kill?
No, what did you rape and then let live?
No, it was when I was living out in East Islip, Long Island. There used to be a park, and it had a marsh in it. Mm-hmm. And there were actually turtles and salamanders and all kinds of little amphibious creatures and reptiles walking around in this little pond. It was kind of cool, and all us kids would go in the neighborhood would go down there and catch them and kind of keep them as little pets or whatever. So I got a salamander once, and I'm out by the back picnic table of my house. And I put the salamander on the picnic table, and I'm just kind of looking at him, and he's doing the salamander thing, just kind of, walking around, and I'm kind of touching him and stuff. And then I took a piece of, you ever open, well, obviously, everybody has. You take a can opener and open a can, and the top part of the can,
yes,
round and very sharp edges.
It's razor sharp, sure.
And I took it, and I rolled it right across the salamander's back to cut him in half.
While he was alive?
Yeah, he was completely alive, and he went, it made this salamander screaming noise, and it horrified me. I think I was probably 7. I had just turned 7 years old, and I was just, I don't know why I did it or anything. I don't think I knew the consequences yet or anything. So I kind of did that, and it freaked me out. The thing screamed. I ran away, and that was it. I knew like I would never do that again. I knew it was wrong. I knew there was no thrill in it. That's for sure. It was nothing but that dark, gloomy death feeling that I felt really bad for doing it.
The worst we did, we used to take magnifying glasses to ants.
Bugs are different.
Yeah,
bugs you kill all the time. You kill them in your house. You still do.
Yeah, bugs are
aren't.
Bugs are aliens. They have nothing to do with this earth. So.
Bugs are fine to kill.
So go out there and kill as many bugs as you want. They mean nothing.
Although my girlfriend is crazy about killing anything.
Right.
So if there's a bug in the house, I have to catch and release.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, I have to catch it with a cup and then slide paper under the cup, take it outside, and put it outside.
But how about if it was a roach?
I kill roaches.
No, roaches.
I used to catch and release. I'm like, why am I catching and releasing roaches?
No, not a roach. Roaches die. Roaches die. And when I have my moth problem.
Now it's an old sneaker right to the back of its head.
And when I had my moth problem, I had to explain to the girlfriend, look, this is a huge problem. That we're being overrun. I have to kill every single moth.
Kill them!
In this place you had them? In the new place?
No. That was the place I was in before this.
By the way, with the salamander, there's other people that do that, and the little salamander's screaming, and the little person gets off, and they're like, wow, I like this feeling. And that's where it begins.
But it's so vivid in my head, I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember doing that and feeling so awful about doing it that I couldn't do anything like that again. I've hunted after that, which I, think is different than just grabbing something and killing it in such a sick way,
It's too early for this, man.
It is wake-up time, people.
Let's just talk about
Hey, who did you decapitate?
I don't know about anyone else, but I just want to talk about a warm bosom. It's early. We should be talking about warm bosoms.
Death and destruction.
Let's say hi to Jake in Florida. Jake, end this discussion, will you, Jake?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I got a bad one. I'll try to give it the short and sweet version. I was driving behind this woman, and I saw her hit a deer. So pull over. After she gets out, the thing's head is on backwards. It's sticking out from under the car. I tell her to call the police because her car's all messed up. I try yanking out the deer, and it's not coming. So to skip everything else, I have to grab the battery sawzall out of the truck.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Climb underneath, and I'm working away for a few minutes, finally get the hoof off, and climb back out, and there's a statey standing there, and I'm standing there with the gory sawzall.
Like a serial killer.
Oh, yeah, good times.
Good times. All right, Jake.
All right, that's all I got. Frunkus.
What's up with the Frunkus?
I don't know. I think the people just getting caught up in it.
No, I think something's going on. We'll get to the bottom of this. Listen, we got to take a break. We're really late.
Yeah.
All right. We got you know how we're kind of doing story of the month now?
Yeah.
We might have a new leader.
Oh.
I have a little confidence in this story that we were talking about in the office, by the way. So we might have a new leader in story of the month. Where's this coming? What's the whatever. We'll figure it all out after the break. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading.
There's way too much gay on the Opie and Anthony Show. So much gay that every time we manage to clear the gay out, it prances back in.
We'll oil each other up. A couple of men oil each other up after we shave each other's bodies.
So, we're developing Booby Day. Every week, in an effort to get the gay out of the show, women are encouraged to join the program for Booby Day, in the hopes that we can reestablish our heterosexuality. Ladies, you can probably guess what we're going to ask you to do on a day like Booby Day. And if you can't, then you're stupid and you should stay home. Details on opieandanthony.com.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Dick Cheney has a health scare, I guess. Whatever.
That blood clot was
like a deep blood clot, and they got to operate, or did they operate? What's the deal?
I don't know. Of course, they, yesterday on the news I saw it, and it was like, oh, it's not serious. They say that about everything. Didn't they say that like when Kennedy was shot? At first, it was like, nothing.
Bird flu into his hat.
Bird flu.
That's going on today. Oh, by the way, big hi to New York City. We got a ratings trend yesterday. We had a nice little bump up. We got some work still to do.
But we're headed in the right direction.
We had a nice little bump up yesterday. Little bit. Even more interesting, hello, Chicago. Hello to everyone listening to us on WCKG. We had a nice bump up in Chicago.
Yeah.
We have lots of work to do in Chicago as well, but this bump up was very, very interesting. I think we're now in 30th place.
Ooh. We're gunning for 29, my friend.
Oh, it's going to be
29th place.
It's going to be a long haul as far as Chicago goes. I understand that. They love their own. Chicago's one of these cities, they just don't want to acknowledge that a radio show could be good from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Other cities, they could acknowledge that because we kind of build the Opie and Anthony community, so it doesn't really matter in the end. But Chicago, man, they're tough. They're real tough. But they gave us a little bump up yesterday. Nothing to brag about, but it shows we're moving in the right direction.
It shows some sign that people are starting to listen.
And Drew and the gang up there are kind of excited.
Yeah.
They love Jimmy Norton, and they love that you're doing Dice again there, Ant.
Well, I'm glad he's back.
So there you go. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. That's 1-866-313-FREE. What's up with Hillary?
She's a phony douche.
That should be Obama's campaign rallying cry.
She is such a phony. You might remember here in New York when she was running for Senate.
Mm-hmm.
It was during I guess the Subway series.
I don't know. Well, yeah, probably.
And I
guess it goes back that far.
Yeah, she would wear a Yankee hat, and then she'd wear a Met hat. And it was just depending on what stadium she was in, and people asked her, you're living in New York now, you're going to be the center, you want to be the center from New York. What team are you rooting for here? She couldn't even commit.
Yeah,
because God forbid there's anybody that she alienates. She'd rather just please everybody by doing nothing or doing this crap that doesn't benefit really anybody. It's just she's always working on something that is going to make everyone happy, and nothing ever gets done.
Well, most politicians do that, but she takes it to a whole new level.
It's so obvious with her.
Because even Giuliani, he'll tell you, I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
Oh, and that pissed off the Met fans in the New York City area. But But Hillary can't even pick a baseball team, and then she's like, but I also spent some time in Chicago, so I kind of like the Cubs as well. I'm so sick of that. I think people would have more respect for you if you kind of spoke your mind and told us what issues you're really for and against.
Well, she's against the great issues like video games, things like that, important issues that really affect the state. And her speaking technique, we've goofed on it before, it is just the phoniest politician-type speech. There's no sincerity in what she's saying because of the way she's saying it. You can't get any emotion out of her. She's like a robot. And we plan on cleaning up these violent video games so our children will be safe.
Yeah, she just builds.
Martian. It's Martian speak.
Attack of the Martians or whatever. But, you discovered
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks, I'm sorry, yeah.
I couldn't even remember for a second.
I know.
I thought he was right, too.
Huh?
I'm like, yeah, that was a good movie.
I guess Hollywood is backing Obama. They're coming out of the woodwork to back Obama.
Yeah?
Yeah, Hillary thought she'd be the front runner, and, she'd have her...
doors?
She had her...
Actually have to come out of woodwork. That's like odd. Look, here's George Clooney. Ow, he's hurting himself coming out of that molding. That is the dumbest expression.
Most of the expressions are stupid.
I know.
least Obama's a governor, though, right? I mean, at least he's got. So to me, she's not like really a real official. She's just a broad who married a smart guy, and he's kind of smart too.
She had 8 years of publicity.
Yeah.
And her ideas, like Bill was always, and I think it was her that was pushing Bill because she knew what was going on, so she wanted to be involved in his presidency. Remember early on, there was all kinds of controversy because he was appointing her to some kind of health commissions, and it's like, it's your wife. She's supposed to sit there and make sure the plates are nice and clean when dignitaries come over. Pick out the silverware. That's what you're supposed to do as a first lady. Give a tour. Pick up brains off of the trunk.
She's a very educated woman there, Anthony.
Thank you, Jimmy.
She's a very educated woman. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, well, she got all this publicity, and that kind of got her where people knew who she was, knew what she was about, and elected her, because at the time, too, there was really nobody to run against her.
Yeah.
So she gets in. And now, a presidential run, she doesn't have it in her. She's so phony that there's a clip now of her. I think we'll do the first one, is her just speaking at a regular speech.
Well, today, we know that we have to move away from our dependence on foreign oil. Everybody says that. Our problem has been actually trying to figure out how we would do it. Because we don't want to undermine our standard of living. We don't want to have the lights go out. But we've got to get serious about how to do it.
She's very well spoken there. She obviously is talking in front of a small group of people.
It's a small group. It's not one of those podium big speeches where she So she, kind of tames it down. She talks, she speaks. You could hear her. She's got a nice low volume speaking voice, very articulate. Now she's speaking at a Baptist church in Selma, Alabama, because she knows now that Obama's going to get the black vote. Sorry, Hillary. You ain't winning this one.
She was supposed to get the black vote, though.
Yeah, she would have gotten the black vote.
She was supposed to
get
get
the Democratic candidate, obviously.
Because Bill Clinton was our first black president. That's horrific when they say that.
Was he getting kids stoned in the Oval Office?
President. His name was Bill Clinton. Oh, boy, what a card.
So she's speaking at this church in Selma, Alabama.
Yeah.
And Obama was down there also, and he's on a little speaking tour. So listen how her voice changes. She puts on this southern twang.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she did. And this wasn't a bit. This was not some kind of let me show you that I could put on a voice and I'm goofing around. She did the entire speech like this. She got caught up in this whole thing. She's speaking to southern black people in a Baptist church. And she felt she had to change her voice. She's doing impressions.
I'm embarrassed.
The real person.
I'm embarrassed before we listen to it.
Oh, you will be.
Oh, wow. Listen,
hold on.
Anthony found a gem.
Hold on to something.
Here it is. Hillary speaking with fake accent.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far.
All right, wait. Is she doing that as a goof, though?
Dude, the whole speech.
No, she's got to be doing an impression of somebody like she's probably, here's what she's doing. She's reading a very famous quote from somebody who was known to be a Southerner, so she's reading it in that kind of like addiction. Just, it's almost like going score.
No.
All right, well, let's listen to the whole clip and then make our decision.
She's just doing this.
Yeah, but they're laughing at her like, she was going for the laugh.
Applauding.
That's because Mitch Green is behind her, ready to pipe her over the head.
I don't feel no ways tired. Too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. And the chair of all the mayors in the country, Mayor Palmer from Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, my God.
All right.
From Trenton, New Jersey. She's introducing somebody. So it's and from Trenton, New Jersey. So even if the first one was just her quoting something, she continued the entire speech where she's just yeah, I'm just an old Southern gal.
She's doing that white thing that white people do when they're around black people, and they feel like they have to change their inflection
Guilty.
to assimilate.
Yeah.
Really?
Guilty. I raise my hand. I'm guilty.
Yes,
I'm guilty of that.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, something happens inside me, and the listeners pick up on it from time to time. Also, I throw in a word or two. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
Not only do I not do that, but I'm so conscious of it, I actually become more and more white and clipped.
Yes.
Excellent point, gentlemen.
I wind up going into a black comics imitation of a white guy.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just walking here with I've got a good job and a family and an SUV.
Yeah. Oh, she a phony bitch. How can anyone vote for her?
What a phony.
Let's say hi to Tom in Connecticut. Tom, what's up?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, maybe if Hillary would like to take the votes from Obama, she ought to get some kids stoned.
There's that frunkus again.
I don't know what's going on. It's frightening.
There's a frunkus. Who the what?
I don't understand. Craig in Boston. What's up, Craig?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you guys are going to be voting for Obama up there, right?
Absolutely not.
I could see some districts, maybe.
Yeah, one or two.
One or two. I don't think Sally's going to be pulling many handles for Obama.
Yeah,
can't really see the North End pulling any handles for Obama.
Nah. And the only area the votes would come from, they're not even allowed to vote yet in that district. So Boston's way behind the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Further behind than Alabama in some regards.
Look at you talking all Southern.
All right, what's up, Craig?
No, I was just calling to say what's up.
Hey, hey, how's Mantown doing up there? What gay bit are they doing today?
Yeah, I have no idea. I listen to you guys in the morning.
Good answer. All right.
No, just another quick thing. I listen to BCM like almost all the time now that Nick Carter's gone.
All right.
But, you know, I was a big fan of you guys when you got kicked off for fucking that. Oh, sorry.
Ooh, you use
kicked off for that Mayo Menino.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then all of a sudden you guys were gone for like a minute. I couldn't find you. And then I turn on BCN. I'm listening to you guys now almost every morning.
Yeah. Too bad others are not listening to us right now because they decided to move on to something else for a few minutes.
Thank you for the history, though. It was like This Is Your Life for a little while. I felt like I was on a game show.
And look behind you. Here comes Dave Douglas.
Oh,
hey, Dave. How are you?
Our old program director.
How you been?
Punch him in the face.
With that creepy gay porn mustache.
70s gay porno mustache.
Shave it. It's 2007. What are you doing?
Hey, but I just wanted to ask, is no one ever going to perform at the Comedy Connection?
Yeah, I already have dates booked there, sir. I believe it's next month sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Thank you, buddy.
Well.
Anything else you want to do or say to slow down the program?
What?
No, I think your program's great. And then, Toucher and Rich.
Yeah.
Guy, I don't know, but they were talking about you guys the other day with your, how you were doing the E! Entertainment with Ryan Seacrest there.
Yeah.
When he kept saying, what the hell he was saying? But
well, we like to. Oh wow! And I'm trying to work this phone call. What am I stupid? Cut our losses. Basically, we like to really pay attention to what Ryan Seacrest says about girls in general.
Because he's trying to really push that heterosexuality.
Because there's been rumors out there, so I think he's trying extra hard to make it sound like he's really into what he likes to call hotties.
Hotties.
Ew, did he say that?
Hottie.
Yeah, he just doesn't
She's
even
such
know
a hottie.
Doesn't even know the vernacular.
So what was Toucher and Rich doing?
no, they were doing like some of the same bits, and a caller called up and was like, "Hey, why don't you guys kind of be like original?" And they were like, "Oh," and then they were like, "Yeah, because O&A did it in the morning time, and here you guys are at nighttime still talking about the same thing."
Sir,
all right,
sir, I would defend us like to the end as far as a bit goes, but I think the Ryan Seacrest gay rumors have been around for a while.
Yeah,
but thank you.
No, absolutely. I also believe that, but then they started talking like...
Still on the phone?
It's not happening.
I know, I'm stunned.
Oh, Craig, look at the time. We got to go. They're telling us we got to break.
We really got to break.
They're
telling us you got to get out of here.
Thank you, Craig. All I know
break his phone.
All I know is BCN supports the show big time. I hear Toucher and Rich support us big time. I hear they're doing very well on their own. That's all I know about what's going on up there.
Everyone's allowed to talk about like current events. I mean, that's not. No one owns that.
No, it's
current events. Yeah, you talk about something. I heard him talking about American Idol.
Dude, they mentioned 9/11. I think they got that from.
No, it's suspicious. Howard did the whole Tyra Sports Illustrated Black History Month bid yesterday.
Yeah.
You know.
See, though, that's a little crossing over.
That's a little weird. And this is the interesting thing. Like, if we touch on the same subject matter as Howard, after he does, we're ripping him off. But when he does it, what is that called?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a coincidence?
We'll
Ponder
tell you.
that thought.
We'll tell you after this.
God, Craig stinks. He just wrecked our flow. Now we got to
Craig
regroup.
sucks.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
Hey, Jimmy, we're back broadcasting.
What are you doing in there?
What were you doing, Jimmy?
Jeez.
Piddling.
Were you?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We got a bathroom, 10 feet away from where we broadcast. That's supposed to be a private little thing. You should have to walk down the hall to take care of all that in the morning.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, as soon as the commercials hit, we all run to the bathroom over there.
Yeah, I didn't get time to go. I realized too late. Jimmy went in there, and now I got to go, so I got to just dangle my legs and kind of do the wee-wee dance.
Yeah. And my new thing is I like to brag about what's going on with me. I just need to tell people I'm very, very happy.
You know, while I'm eating a banana, I'm getting a length report.
You were kind of into it, Jimmy. You were like,
I was.
Because you want the same thing happening with you.
Yeah, on my chest.
I got a whole new technique and everything because I play a little game with myself at home.
A game.
How long can you make it? Starring Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie on the Opie and Anthony Show. It sucks, though, because I can't brag to anybody. So, I was telling you guys. I got to tell somebody.
You could snap a photo. That's what Danny did with his W-shaped one.
Yeah, I should have, because yesterday was one for the ages. All right, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Enough of that. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. Remember last week we were making fun of Glenn and Rebecca?
Yes.
Well,
Their awful show.
Well, we're done with Glenn and Rebecca. We're moving on to another awful show today.
I like these. They're all over the country. They're just horrid, drivel, milquetoast shows that have the guy with the radio voice and the hole that sits next to him and just chimes in, and it sounds like a bad SNL sketch. It sounds like a parody of a radio show. They talk about nice, pleasant things, and oh gosh, there's a lot of oh gosh and things like that. It's the safe kind of radio that is completely predictable, that the government wants. Mm-hmm. It's just that straight down the middle, don't upset anybody kind of crap, boring drivel.
The radio companies want this type of radio. It's safe, and it's not going to get anyone in trouble. And I swear, we're going to play some audio here, and you're going to go, this is more Glenn and Rebecca. You guys played this type of thing last week. No, it's another show.
Totally different.
Totally different.
But the same.
Every city's like, ooh.
What city? What
city
is
are
this
they
my
making
city?
Fun of, this week?
Do I know that? Because I know a show just like that.
That's right.
It's got to be my city. No, they're all over.
And today it's Eric and Kathy.
Yep.
Chicago's own Eric and Kathy. That's why, in a way, I hate our listeners in Chicago.
Oh.
Because they allow shows like this to beat us. Look, I know we have a lot of work ahead of us. I know we got to turn some people around in Chicago especially. But to allow a show like this to be as big as it is just an embarrassment for everybody involved.
Why is it?
I don't get it.
Why is a show like that so big?
I don't know. You're tuning in every day. You're not going to hear anything unpredictable. I swear to you, the Opie and Anthony Show, you have to listen every day because tomorrow could be the day we do the stupidest thing ever heard in radio.
On a whim.
We do
stuff that gets us fired or arrested.
We've done the stupidest thing in radio probably 6 times at this point.
Yeah.
And 2 of them got us fired. Mm-hmm. And a few others we were able to skate, thank God.
You think that's out of our system?
Yeah. Well, we're unpredictable. Our faithful listeners know that.
Yeah.
But you listen to a show like Eric and Kathy in Chicago and why would you listen to this drivel?
Horrid.
Is it background stuff as you're getting ready? Background music or whatever?
If you're dropping your kids off, you could probably listen to it. That's probably a lot of parents drop their kids off and listen to it. Just get the info of the local weather.
It's probably on in a lot of the stores, the mall, things like that.
Well, it's just god-awful, and we're about to play a little bit of audio, and you're going to swear it's, like I said, Glenn and Rebecca from last week.
But no.
It's the same formula. Like Aunt said, the dude in a hole. and they have this weird relationship where you almost feel like they might be dating. But
are they married?
But they have spouses, but they have this relationship that's kind of like a marriage.
They're real close. And they try to come off like, what is that relationship? What is the host guy on a radio show and the whole? It's like, we're going out, we're married, we're discussing things that like a couple that's going out would discuss. You don't just walk up to a girl on the street and start talking about this, like I keep saying, drivel, this garbage.
Look, man.
What are they? Friends? Good friends?
I love women, and I love radio. But I swear to you, if we had a chick on this show on a regular basis, I would go home and kill myself. I would kill myself. Because this is like a clubhouse. This is like a dream come true where you just get to hang out with your guy friends and get paid to do it. Are you kidding me?
You don't have to mix and match everything you love.
Huh?
You don't have to mix and match everything. Some things are better separate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love oral sex. I love egg salad. Never together.
We don't mind talking about our girls from time to... Very good. Sorry, Jimmy. I should have let that just sit there for a little bit. Trying to get better at that. Very good. But I got to be the guy. I'll fill up the dead air, fill up the dead air, fill up the dead air. Move on to the next thing. How about you relax a bit every once in a while?
Jim says never, but I bet you would.
Yeah,
absolutely. Of course I would. If it was to cover something else up, yeah.
Let's say hi to Jay in Chicago listening to this fine program. Jay, what's going on? So you got some info on Eric and Kathy?
Yeah, well, first of all, I got to say I listen to you guys every morning. I'm from Chicago. I listen on XM because there's the hour delay that they got.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem, but that's that time thing.
Yeah.
We have nothing to do with that.
If there was no hour delay, you guys would be huge here. Like, I know a bunch of people, but if there was no hour delay, it'd just blow up.
All right, well, we got to figure that out.
Eric and Kathy, they got these billboards. One, they got Bono. He's like half the size of the billboard, and it says, "You two," and then on their side it says, "And us two." And they're wearing the same Bono shades, and they look all like rocker. And then they got one with Gwen Stefani on the other side, and it says, "Rocker Style," and then The Morning Dial with them on the other side. And I've never heard them. I just hate them purely from their image alone.
Wow, just the billboards alone.
I'm looking at the billboards right now. Yeah, It's Bono on the left side of the billboard, and then it's Eric and Kathy on the other side, and it says "You two" and "Us two," and they're all wearing the same sunglasses, trying to look hip. The last one with Green Day on the left side of the billboard and Eric and Kathy on the right side, and the slogan is "Make up and wake up," and they're wearing the same type of eye makeup that Green Day wears when they're performing.
Eric is very emu Eric is what they call him.
Emu or emo?
You know what they should have?
Oh, emo.
I don't know how to say it.
Not a big bird. I'm sorry.
They should have them split on the.
Jay.
They should have the Eric and Kathy split on the billboard, and they should have him wearing a Chicago Cubs uniform, and it should say "Bunt," and then have her.
There you go. There's some
That's
Chicago
a billboard.
humor for
See,
you.
we're helping him out.
Could work in White Sox with something else, I'm sure. White Sox. She likes black. All right. Well.
Yeah, there's a picture of Albert Bell standing behind with a hammer.
There's some Chicago humor for you.
Those are awful billboards.
Yeah, but they're kicking our ass.
I
That's
know.
what pisses me off. Why?
Because it's like Light FM here. There's certain things that people can listen to anywhere, and in stores and stuff like that, and in offices, they can leave it on at the office. And
Does that make it great? Does that mean like restaurants should then serve oatmeal only because it's safe, and everyone will get it because it's so safe and nice and good for you and stuff? So, sometimes you want a good steak.
Mm-hmm.
We're a steak.
What does it say about women? Women don't have a sense of humor?
Yes.
This is what they like? Because
yes.
I know guys aren't listening to this. You know, guys are not listening to this type of radio.
Iraq keeps catching me. I'm looking at the billboards, and I don't even realize I'm doing it until Iraq starts laughing. I'm making the butthead face. I'm just looking at it going like I can't believe they really did this. They posed them like the people
oh boy
that they're supposed to look like.
Well,
Eric and Kathy.
You want to hear some Eric and Kathy audio?
What does the thing say above that and on the top one?
Loud and laughter. It says Pink.
Pink on the left side of the billboard,
Yeah.
and Eric and Kathy on the other side. See, and it says loud and laughter because Pink is very loud and boisterous. So they got a
and
picture.
they're funny.
Hold on, they got a picture of Pink with her mouth open. She's just getting wild. And then on the other side of the billboard, Kathy's got that same type of look with Eric going, like, shut up.
Yeah, hey now.
Shut up. Why are you so loud?
Shut up, whore.
How great would it be if they had like Jake and Vicky LaMotta on one side and then Eric and Kathy emulating that relationship on the other side?
Just giving her a right cross.
Or Klaus von Bülow and Sonny, Eric and Kathy, OJ, Nicole. How many
Scott Peterson and Lacey.
She's got her nose. She's like holding her nose with bubbles over her head, like the oh no face. That silly, wacky oh no face.
All right.
Plenty of other relationships they should have emulated.
All right, well, here we go for Chicago today. This is a little taste of Eric and Kathy. They got the big they got the big show opener. It's
Big
unbelievable.
show opener?
Live from Chicago, it's the Eric and Kathy Show.
Oh, yeah.
If love is blind, then why is lingerie so popular?
Get it? No, I don't.
It covers up a world of hurt. Sagginess.
Oh, God, is that fantastic.
I hate the way the guy goes popular.
Popular.
And I'll tell you why lingerie is popular, by the way. Because blind people can feel stupid. Crotchless panties you don't look at. It's the feel of them that's so sexy. So that's why lingerie. You should have picked a better example.
Yeah.
Like eye makeup, or why is makeup so popular?
Make-up and wake-up.
Make up and wake up, Jimmy.
With
Come on.
what's her name?
Oh, you know what? You know what? We need slogans. That's what this show is missing. We need slogans.
Hey, Kathy! Yes, whales her in the face with a shovel. Wake up! Kathy, how you doing? I've been working with you for years. I got one thing I want to do. Cave your effing skull in.
Oh, yeah. Of course, you got this classic.
Yeah, that too. Hey, Kathy.
Sometimes I'm a bad boy, yeah.
Yeah. Of course you are.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the fine opener here.
Live from Chicago, it's the Eric and Kathy Show. If love is blind, then why is lingerie so popular? Now, here they are, your hosts, Eric and Kathy.
I like it. Not a good point.
Good point.
Not a good point, a good joke, a good anything.
It's just not good.
Exactly. Why don't you commit a good suicide? Stupid.
We're taking your billboard suggestions. Let's see.
But I want him to hit her in the head and then throw it through the window.
Yeah.
Hey, Kathy!
With a laugh track behind it.
Oh, Kathy. Sick of you.
Yeah, you know what? They're kicking our ass, though. I don't get it. I don't get it. Joe in Jersey, what's up?
On the south side of Chicago, there's the Ike and Tina
That is part of
billboard.
town.
On the other side, they got Eric beating her with the telephone.
That's funny. Phil Spector in the middle going,
Punch it out.
All right. Let's get back to the opener here.
Hey! That's an interesting point.
I like it.
5:34 at the mix.
All right, these flurries are all my fault. I had to wash the car.
Uh-huh.
Holy crap. Why are we even...
My fault. I had to wash the car. You know what that does?
But his voice, what is it with Chicago guys and the voice?
Yeah, you had to wash the car. Someone went back one over you.
It's very obvious what's going on here. They're sick of doing radio. They have no passion for it anymore. You hear this all the time. No matter what city you're in, they're like they've been doing it for so long. They get ratings because people are just used to a routine.
Yeah,
you can tell there's nothing between the two anymore. And she's doing hack material like blame the flurries on me because I washed the car yesterday.
I wash the car. Whenever I wash the car, it rains or it snows or something. Whenever I wash that car.
That was actually Susan Smith's excuse.
Hey, Mommy.
They sound bored.
What if the brush is in the car wash?
Oh, is that horrible?
All right, look, here we go.
I like it.
5:34 at the mix.
All right, these flurries are all my fault. I had to wash the car just in time for there to be enough snow to make the streets wet.
There you go.
Cars dirty.
Well, it would have happened later this week because it gets, up into the 40s and 50s, so it was all going to melt anyway, making all the streets wet. So it's just a matter of time.
Kind of hoping for at least a good solid 2 days of a clean car, but oh well.
I saw the sign. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the lights where you belong. That's where you belong.
Did they just do a break on flurries and dirty roads because it's going to melt?
I don't know what that was.
Make everything dirty?
It's the presentation, too. It's just so... I don't know what they are.
How about hitting us with a surprise? Like, the flurries, blame me, I had a hysterectomy.
God is punishing everybody.
Well, at least now you have a place to throw the snow after you shovel it.
Well, Sam took that audio and made him edgy.
Made it a little more unpredictable?
Unpredictable, a little edgy. Kind of bringing the Eric and Kathy show into our world is what's going on here. Now this is entertaining. This is what I would listen to every morning. Just a slight change in the exact same break you heard.
Live from Chicago, it's the Eric and Kathy Show. If love is blind, then why is lingerie so popular? Now, here they are, your hosts, Eric and Kathy.
That's an interesting point.
I like it.
5:34 at the mix.
All right, these flurries are all my fault. I had to wash the just in time for there to be enough to make the wet.
There you go.
Dirty.
Well, it would have happened later this week.
Kind of hoping for at least a good solid but oh well.
Yeah, there you go.
And here's how he responded to her. He went, there you go. And,
yeah, yeah, sure, yeah, well, I...
And what is with the mix?
Shut up.
The mix.
The mix. There's a mix in every freaking town in America.
But how long is his S's? 5:34 at the mix.
Mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sucks.
Right?
Yep.
Sure. What'd you say? Not listening to you. Yeah.
You got some more? All right, well, you want another clip real fast?
More than I want oxygen.
Okay. Someone is like, stop making fun of competition. Shut up. Go freaking listen to Wake Up with Whoopi or something.
Actually said stop complaining about the competition.
Complaining.
This is complaining?
This is
having a pisser.
Is that instant feedback?
Yeah.
Of course.
No, it's actually it was a phone call and the guy bailed.
It's just having fun with the competition because they suck so bad.
That's right. We just got 15 minutes of good material out of it. What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
So your old station there.
What old station?
They just showed BAB.
Oh.
Your old station there.
What dumb thing did they do this time?
I don't know, but they showed the board and the meters. You know, the standard. Whenever a radio station is featured on the news, they have to show the meters moving.
All right, well, find out what that's
board.
about.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. More Eric and Kathy.
Well, this ought to be nice here to try to figure this out.
What?
Dana from Oswego sending in this morning saying, I was wondering question. Hey, Eric, yesterday was such a windy day. It was odd. I went to the bathroom at work and noticed that the water in the toilet was sloshing around.
No.
That's what she says.
That's odd.
Water in the toilet was sloshing around.
Huh.
I was wondering, why does the water in the toilet slosh around on windy days? I can't seem to come up with a logical explanation for this.
Dope.
Just wondering. Thanks, Dana.
I wonder where she works.
I don't know.
Interesting. Never seen that before.
You ever noticed that dynamic before?
Here's why, by the way.
See, we're not trying. We're trying. I was going to say we're not trying, which is so stupid. We're trying too hard. We just got to do dumb, stupid things.
The beds they use are just awful.
Stephen from Bayshore. Kathy is to blame for the snow in Chicago. She once kissed a Negro.
Yikes. I believe when the wind blows over the vent pipes on top of your house that vent the plumbing system, the pressure changes. And when the pressure changes, the water will slosh around. Just had to answer the question.
I never
just
noticed
in case
that.
Anybody.
But I like the fact that the woman who wrote in is on her hands and knees staring at the toilet water, doing little Richter measurements before she uses it. How about you just sit and then shut your face? Why does it swirl after I hit that little silver thing on the side? And all of my goodies go away.
My goodies. Ugh. Well, let me answer that. Do they answer it? Is that what they do?
Yeah, I was trying to find something, though.
Yes, I think he did answer it. But the answer was, because I work with a hole?
I got a hole here. I don't know. Yeah.
The timing's everything. I couldn't find it in time. Never mind. All right, here's that same break as we bring them into our world.
Right.
Making them edgy. Making them funny, actually.
Yeah, we'll help them out.
Same break, you're going to get some chuckles out of it.
Well, this ought to be nice here to try to figure this out.
What?
Dana from Oswego sending in this morning saying, I was wondering question. Hey, Eric, yesterday was such a windy day. It was odd. I went to the bathroom at work and noticed that the in the toilet was sloshing around.
No.
That's what she says.
That's odd.
The toilet was sloshing around.
Huh.
I was wondering, why does in the toilet slosh around on windy days? I can't seem to come up with a logical explanation for this. Just wondering. Thanks, Dana.
I wonder where she works.
I don't know.
Christine? Never seen that before.
You ever noticed that before?
I can kind of tell what that word's supposed to be when you bleep it.
Do you listen to what her responses are?
I wonder where she works.
Just nonsense.
Yeah.
It is nonsense. It is nonsense.
So, you were with the funny-looking one? Yeah.
Well, Chicago's on our radar.
He was kind of funny-looking.
We got a nice little bump up in the trend. Nothing to brag about, but we're moving in the right direction. And now we got to start focusing on why a show like Eric and Kathy does so well in Chicago.
What
are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? Do we need to do more?
Gosh.
Where they work? I don't know. Let me ask another question. That means nothing.
It was, I wonder where she works. Why really think about that? There's even the whole thing is lame. But this woman poses a question about the toilet water where she works sloshing on windy days. That's the question. She goes, I wonder where she works. Like that matters.
Doesn't matter if she's a hooker or the president of Smith Barney. It's a stupid question.
It doesn't matter. It's amazing.
I wonder where she works.
My car broke down as I was driving home yesterday. I wonder if she has sunglasses. That's exactly how much relevance that had.
Yeah.
I wonder where she works.
Well, we got Allie in Florida. Allie, you want to defend women in radio?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of them do suck. I'll give you that. But just, not all of them.
Sure.
There are a couple that are pretty freaking funny.
Yeah, right, okay.
Like who?
There was a lady down here, but she got fired.
Why did she get fired?
I have no idea.
God, I hope it was for something good.
Because she was so good.
Yes.
Was she driving drunk and hit a strip club?
She probably got fired because she decided to have a kid.
Yeah. Women will do that.
I actually remember that show. It was Yates in the Morning.
No, nothing good.
Look,
actually, the station just got, I guess, changed over, but nothing good. I just wanted you to admit that. Maybe some of them are okay.
I found a one.
I don't know. They play the same role in general. They're like these holes that just kind of like just do cute, happy stuff that is just babble.
Not all the time.
Most times.
Just about every single time. Just about.
All right, this call's going nowhere, so I'm going to punch out.
All right.
Too late.
It's too late.
Where's the edgy women in radio? How come there's no ballsy women or edgy women in radio that you hear? They're all the same. Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right. Yeah.
They tolerate her as they start. Okay. I was going to wash the car and I watched the shut up.
Shut up is right. Dude, if we, look, we do some dumb things. All right, let's acknowledge that. But we try our asses off. And if one of us came in and say, well, blame the rain or the snow on me because I washed my car yesterday. You would look at that person and go, are you insane?
Blame the snow on me. Got AIDS.
That's right. That's God's frozen tears falling on the city.
Well, let's go to Robert in Buffalo. Robert?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey, Robert.
Good morning from Buffalo. Hey, that lady was worried about her toilet water going up and down. Too many volumes there, no doubt. How'd she like to get up and find her toilet froze in the morning?
Did that happen?
I got up this morning, my wood burner was all, my water was froze, my toilet was froze. That was no fun at all.
So what did you do?
Wonder what kind of TV he has.
I live kind of out in the woods, and I had to drive 13 miles to a McDonald's to go.
So you couldn't actually use it. It would have looked like Malcolm Jamal Warner dozing off on an icy pond.
It looked like a giant cupcake with a Hershey Kiss on top.
All right, let's... Thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
Good topical black guy reference. Malcolm Jamal Warner. I should be shot.
You might be.
All right, well, there you go. We're paying attention to Eric and Kathy today. We'll have more audio in just a bit. And up next, we're going to attempt to get a new story of the month.
This I got to hear, because to be story of the month, it has to be really out there.
We'll do it next. It's right here.
All right.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right. Gosh. Yeah.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Let's get right back into it. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. The ONA virus spreading across America slowly but surely. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. If you want to play the bleep game, E-Rock, you came up with a good idea, and then you take it off my screen here. There you go. We're making fun of Eric and Kathy this week. Oh, I know we're going after the tough targets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy, we know that. We'll get to some of the heavy hitters eventually. But it's too much fun to make fun of these, like, man-woman teams.
Yeah, the lame, typical radio crap.
It's all about Eric and Kathy this week. WTMX.com. They got podcasts, and you can play the bleep game at home and send them in to us, okay?
Ooh.
All right, we got story of the month. We started with a doozy, so it's gonna be tough to beat the one we started with. Just in case you missed it, once again, it's a story out of Allentown, PA. This cute little thing.
The arrest itself of a middle school principal selling drugs out of his office, well, that's unbelievable and bizarre enough. But what we've learned tonight, some police sources say, is shocking.
Well, I'm not going to comment on the circumstances of his arrest.
But it's the circumstances during the arrest of 50-year-old John Acera that makes this case incredibly bizarre. As we first reported, police arrested the Nitchman Middle School principal on drug charges at his office Tuesday night. But that's only part of the story. Tonight, police sources tell me cops were shocked and in disbelief when they stormed his office. Sources say not only did they find drugs, money, and a pipe, they also found Acera completely nude and watching gay porn with sex toys in his possession.
I can't have a little fun.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look, out there in radio.
a hard job.
Out there in Radio Land, you've heard that probably 3 or 4 times. That means we've heard it about 10 times, and it still makes me laugh.
Cops walking in. Oh,
this guy's
there he is.
Just a mess on so many levels.
Going to town like a monkey.
You know why he's a mess? He could do all those things from his house.
Yeah.
But he just can't. He can't wait. The urge is so strong.
Yeah.
He's got to do it all right there.
Gotta be
at
here
school.
in the office. Let me just... Yeah, I'll do it here. I'll say, what can happen? Who's going to walk in? The police?
He doesn't even have time. He's so, addicted. He doesn't even have time to, lock his door.
Yeah, how about locking the door?
You know they didn't, just knock the door down.
Doesn't anyone effing knock anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Hamilton.
He answered like that, remote in one hand, walking like a penguin, so he's holding the sex toys.
All right, so that is your story of the month for March so far.
Yeah.
We're gonna offer this little story today, and it's up to you. You could use in some feedback. The Pal Talkers could help us out. Certainly, you could call us. Does this beat the story you just heard? It's got some fine features, I'll tell you that much. This is coming in from Minneapolis.
She took off around midnight from Seattle, headed back to college. She told her boyfriend she sat in the aisle seat and closed her eyes.
It was really shocking to get the phone call this morning and made me really upset.
Near the end of the flight, the FBI says 20-year-old Oscar Gonzalez sat next to the woman as she was trying to sleep. He touched her, which she described as spooning, and lifted her shirt. As Gonzalez walked away, she felt a warm fluid on her back, clothes, and seat. She told the officers he did on her.
Wow.
Her back, clothes, and feet.
And feet.
Wow. Oscar had waited a few weeks. Nice and pent up there.
Wow. So but the guy started spooning with her?
Yeah, that should have been the first sign.
Yeah, unless you're traveling together and in love or something. It just seems a little odd to have some guy come up and spoon you and you don't go, hey, buddy, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Oscar, where do you think you're going to go? You're on a plane. What do you think's going to happen?
Now I'll make good my escape. Aisle 24. Aisle 24, I think.
Yeah, well.
That's right.
Oops.
What is he thinking? I can see doing that on a train where you can get off. And just run down the platform.
And then you get off the train.
Like what? Doing it on a train, like Great Escape style?
No, but I'm saying at least the subway's going to stop. At least you know you're stopping.
At some point it's stopping at various locations.
But she had to be into it. I don't know, man. Was she fast asleep the entire time? She knew the guy was spooning with her.
She said the guy was spooning with her and pulling up her shirt.
Does she know the guy?
Maybe she just felt him behind her and said, stop it. Maybe that was the first indication. He might have just sat next to her, spooned and went up her shirt. And
got right to the point of no return.
Have you ever
And then uses that to spoon and then lift the shirt. And by the time she can even say, what are you doing? Her feet are wet.
Her feet,
her back, her clothes.
What do they have, an epileptic fit while it was happening? God, aim, sir. Aim.
Jesus, the flight crew must have thought a fuel line broke.
Have you ever touched have you ever touched a stranger on a plane before?
In what way?
That's what I mean. How does it get to that point?
Brushing against somebody as you're trying to get out of a seat? Sure. Spooning with somebody and then...
Spooning with a stranger?
Making a mess?
There's a little more to the story. Let's see what else is going on here.
I know she was really upset and just kind of confused with what's going on and what's happening. So.
She told the flight attendants. They called the police from the air. Airport officers interviewed Gonzalez at the gate.
I'm really upset right now. I really don't know how to express it in words.
The woman told her boyfriend she was told Gonzalez is a Northwest employee. Northwest released a statement today. The NWA employee has been suspended pending a review of the incident. Northwest is cooperating fully with law enforcement authorities on this matter.
Gonzalez was not working on this flight. He was traveling as a passenger. Neither the FBI nor Northwest would tell us what he does for the airline.
Baggage handler.
Yeah, or cabin cleanup.
I hope it was the pilot. He was just tired.
He's the pilot.
It has to be, maybe, I don't know.
He's just crazy. You can't expect to get away with that.
But the girl, what's up with that? Allowing this guy to spoon. There had to be some kind of relationship there, I'm thinking.
I bet you spooning just meant the way he sat with her, because she never would have ratted him out if she was partially into it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe her boyfriend asked if she was painting on the plane.
Yeah, what happened to you?
Exactly.
Well, what do you say? What do you say? Story of the month material? What do you say?
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah?
The guy obviously wasn't thinking things through. That's one of those situations where, you got to do what you got to do.
It's the perv switch
all over again. The perv switch goes off in your head, and it's over. He was probably looking at her that whole flight just going, oh, my God, I got to do this to her. How am I going to... Oh, look, she's rolling over to go to sleep a little bit.
Right.
She's taking a little nap.
She probably was like, had her whole body pushed up on the seat, like kind of holding her knees, and then maybe a little butt crack. Oops.
Yeah, maybe he's seeing a little thong sticking out.
Oopsie. Unintentional oopsie got him going.
Sees her lower back, maybe, and just thinks, I could just work this here and then wait right until, the last minute and kind of...
By the way, there's people out there confused because of the beat. Oh, it is what you're thinking.
How the hell can anyone be confused?
Some people are thinking it might be the other thing that
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, but no, it's the number one crazy thing.
Yeah, it's crazy thing. It's a guy that wanted to make himself feel nice.
Yeah.
Her back looked like the construction worker's hard hat in the Elmer's commercial. Well, that would be crazy glue. Elmer's. Guy would have plunged to his death if he tried that with Elmer's. Ass I am.
Let's go to D.C. Hey, Greg, what's up today?
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
I was actually on a Southwest flight from D.C. up to Seattle. I sat next to this really attractive Asian woman, tried to talk to her. She just looked at me and went, Thailand, and couldn't say much else. It was kind of cold, so I grabbed a blanket, covered the two of us up. About a half hour later, my hand brushed up against hers under the blanket, and she grabbed my hand. So she starts holding my hand, and I became Jimmy. I just got...
All right, wait. I think people understand. So I want to slow you down because this is...
Oh, yeah, no. I don't want to...
You didn't know this girl. You met her on the flight, obviously. You're covering her up, and she grabs your hand because you brushed up against her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to show, I guess, I'm assuming, obviously, that she grabbed my hand because she just thought I was cute, too. So I'm holding her hand, and I'm holding her hand on her inner thigh. Then her hand leaves my hand and goes...
I'm trying to save you.
My knee.
Oh, your knee.
On your knee.
My knee.
You know what's fun about this?
Al.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Al.
Al.
I'll be fine.
Al got up off his seat. Trust me, he's just staring. He's just staring at that button with a finger. He's waiting.
Al's waiting.
Very Eric and Kathy.
What do you say, Al? That's what makes this fun. I want to see how far and how intelligent some of these listeners are. So far, so good, I believe, Greg.
All right.
All right.
So I start. My hand is on her thigh, and I'm making circles.
All right.
She then, with her hand on my knee, it starts to make circles also.
On your knee?
Mm-hmm.
On my knee. Well, I've heard Jimmy talk about his massage routine on The Tonight Show and how he likes to scooch.
Yes, you scooch down.
So I scooched.
You gave a little signal.
I gave a very distinct signal, and she scooched.
So if the hand doesn't move, your body can. It's like, let me just... All right,
exactly.
Gotcha.
It's the old...
Now, we're in a row where there are 3 people seated. So I'm on the aisle. She's in the middle, and there's actually a guy against the window while the two of us have a blanket over us.
The guy at the window, any clue?
No. Guy at the window pretty much asleep as far as I know. It was a flight, so you couldn't hear garments rattling, as garments do when sometimes they are withdrawn.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's loving you today, man.
Yeah, this is great.
This plays right into Jimmy. Well, actually, it's a good story for everybody.
Yeah, what guy wouldn't like that?
Yeah, this is a good story for everybody.
Oh, trust me, I could not believe it was happening the entire time. I kept, every once in a while, I would look around like, is someone watching so I can at least, tell everyone, yes, this did happen?
You want a record of the incident. You want you wanted one guy to kind of turn around and give you the thumbs up, like, dude, I know what's going on behind me here.
Exactly. Just one person to acknowledge, dude, you're a god. So we're sitting there, and the amount of time it took to go from circles on the knees to scooching was about a half hour.
Of course.
Yeah, this is just it's going very slow, but you got a lot of time in the air, so you're not...
Exactly.
It's kind of like the build-up is kind of part of the excitement there.
Where was the flight from? You better hope it wasn't like a Newark to Pittsburgh flight.
No, it was D.C. to Seattle. We had 5.5 hours.
Nice. Plenty of times.
It was an hour before.
Actually, V.C. to Seattle.
Yeah, it was an hour before I brushed her hand and another half hour before we start doing the circle. So we've got like 4 hours left in this flight. And the stewards are walking around doing the would you like a drink thing.
Yeah.
So I've got a knee up so that you've got that tent.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And no one can really see what's going on. And she's making eye contact with me and smiling, and she'd nod her head every once in a while. And
Greg, you're doing a great job, but you're not going to tell this story in real time, are you?
Oh, no.
We're kind of heading in that direction.
Right? Yeah. So we're over like Montana at this point.
Yeah, right.
And then the captain
I want to do the walkover with you guys, too. I'll get to the good part at the walkover. No.
Seatbelt light came on.
Right. I thought I was kind of thirsty, so I figured, what the hell, I'll
have a drink. So I was waiting for the stewardess, waiting.
After all the drinks are done, and they tell everyone they're going to go ahead and turn the lights out because it is a later flight, the lights go down.
Hold on, can I get into your head at that point?
Please.
When they turn the lights down for the movie, this is what you felt inside. Here it comes.
We're ready to go. The lights are out.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
What I ended up getting was now in a normal situation you would hope that there would be kissing involved.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can say kissing.
Yeah, that's where we part company, by the way. That's the last thing I want, but go ahead.
Well, I was hoping that there would be kissing involved.
Yeah, he's hoping there would be kissing involved where with the type of kissing he would still be able to recite the Gettysburg Address.
Somewhere around Tijuana.
Wow, okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I was hoping for kissing in Tijuana. What I got instead was a nice demonstration of how a yo-yo works.
Excellent.
There you go. See?
And because we were on a plane, and as we all know, yo-yos are very dry. It's just a string and a yo-yo.
All right, yeah, be careful now.
Yeah,
be careful.
No, there's just a string.
What
do
you say, Al? Yeah, I think you might have lost us right there.
Did that triangle move hurt?
Okay, well.
All right,
anyway.
so honestly, I think we got the picture. So after you guys are whatever.
Well, here's the best part. When we got done, the blanket was simply used to be folded back up.
Yeah.
Just fold it up and put it back in the...
Was it hard to fold at that point? It was like a canopy.
Who the hell's going to tell the flight attendant, wow, you might want to...
Perhaps if you'd wash this.
You might want to shove this down the toilet and let it just fly out of the plane over.
Throw it out there, yeah.
The next guy used it and walked off the flight and the blanket was stuck to the side of his face.
Well, when we got done...
That's why I don't touch those blankets unless they're in that plastic still.
When we got done, I gave her my email address, and I handed her the email address, and I went, here, hoping that at least everybody knows what something in front of an ampersand and then something else means. It's an email address.
Yeah.
I got an email from her about 3 months later, and it was in really broken English, and it said, this is from a friend of mine. Please don't contact me. My husband found out.
How did the husband find out?
I think that she told him.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I still actually have the email address.
Yeah.
He beat it out of her.
There you go. There's a nice story.
Good for you.
Anyway,
man.
Yes, it was a nice story. I'm glad I got to share it with you gentlemen this morning. Little Jimmy, you were fantastic in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Thank you,
buddy. I'll be in Pittsburgh this weekend, so if you're around, why would you go from there? I'm sorry, it's another Pennsylvania hack reference.
Yeah, we drove all the way up from D.C. because you canceled your D.C. gig, but I would love to be in Pittsburgh this weekend. I just can't be. Thank you.
All right, let's take a flight together. Godspeed.
Hey, that's pretty cool that he drove from D.C. to see you there, though.
Yeah, it was very cool.
All right, Greg, great. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I hung up on
Thanks,
it.
sweetie.
But Greg, great story, and he knew how to tell it. That was very good.
I was going to wake up and have a kidney missing or some urban legend like that.
I'm going to guess Al dumped just one time.
Yeah.
Al couldn't help himself. He got a little nervous on the trigger there.
How sexy is that story? That really was a turnout. Like that, and the Ralph Fiennes story where he had sex with the stewardess in the bathroom on that Qantas flight.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some real hot stories, man.
Well, he finally broke up with that old broad, so he's going to go nuts now.
There's just nowhere to go on a plane. You're in your seat, and if you're found out, that's it. You know, there's a bathroom. If you're found out, though, that's it. So it makes it ultra dangerous that you're going to get caught.
And going into the bathroom, I mean, I don't understand that
Two people
move.
getting into a bathroom, it just ain't happening anymore.
You're all worked up, and you know you want to get into that bathroom, right? With somebody.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you pull off that move. You keep staring at the bathroom. You know that's where you want to go.
But Tuias have to get in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and they're so conscious of, like, who's where, especially up by the...
Especially after 9/11.
And especially near the cockpit. So you get up there, and what are you going to... I got to help her out.
All of a sudden, you just got to take a deep breath and just go. I could never get it to that point.
On a night flight, you probably could, though, because they really get dark on the plane, and the flight attendants are relaxed. They don't think of anything crazy. If you're an hour and a half into a flight, and you get, like, you're both by the doors chit-chatting, and, like, say most of the doors are open.
Yeah.
Like, you know, on an afternoon flight where everybody's waiting for the toilet, you can't get in.
No.
But, like,
and you wouldn't want to afterwards. Yeah, this is a great experience, baby.
Yeah. Trying to close the lid, you can't. Oh, boy. Popular flight.
A morning flight to Atlanta. Just like they're lined up to do all sorts of horrific things in there.
Someone had the chicken.
Got to deal with Mr. Selfish. He had to have a chili dog before the flight, so we all have to suffer. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You couldn't help yourself. You had to have, like, chicken wings and skim milk. Thanks.
Nothing worse than someone coming out of that bathroom and the whole, like, cabin just fills up. You want to open the door at 30,000 feet.
All right, we got to step aside. So, story of the month?
It's up there, man.
Yeah, that could be a candidate.
Steve's saying no way for Michigan. That's not story of the month. He still goes with the high school guy.
High school guy is crazy and dirty, but he was alone. I mean, any of us could have done that. I mean, to do that on a plane when you're an employee.
Yeah.
But this guy was in his office at work with the door unlocked.
Selling drugs, smoking drugs.
Like, it has a lot of features to it. This guy is sick pervert.
Watching gay porn.
But he was on a plane.
With marital devices. There was just so many things going on there.
Spooning up with someone and just leaving that on them is the only. You should only do that in, like, if your plane is going down. Like, if you're having some type of a crash, just saddle up to whoever you feel like it.
Yeah.
And just go ahead. What are you going to do? Tell someone? We're hitting the cornfield.
I guess it's better than sitting there and doing it to a Dakota Fanning movie on the screen.
War of the Worlds, and you get lucky because the captain starts talking, so it pauses on a scene where she's
looking like a minx.
All right, we'll take a break. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony!
Hey, what's up, man? You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. We have more Eric and Kathy audio. The last clip for today.
Yeah. Don't want to push
fun of it, though.
No.
Enjoy it.
Of course. We got some all right news out of Chicago yesterday. Did all right in a little ratings trend. Got a long ways to go. We know that. So kind of paying attention to some of the radio in Chicago. And this Eric and Kathy ends up on our radar from time to time. And we just don't understand why Chicago would tune into this god-awful show. And there's a show like this in every city.
Yeah.
And they do very well. And I just don't get it.
I like to give the people more credit.
I understand, like, people have different tastes and all that. I know. I know this show's not for everyone. I get all that. But when you listen to a radio show that's just so predictable and they're not doing anything really thought-provoking or edgy, and and their jokes are all old school crap. I just... And dumb little contests and little trivia questions. Like, who got kicked off American Idol last night?
Call us up. You'll win a prize.
Jay in Chicago, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
I'm glad to hear that you guys are taking a radio spike, taking some more of the market. But
a little bit. I'm sure that stupid Federer guy, or Federer, or Feeder, or whatever the hell his name is in Chicago, will have something stupid to say about it. But we did show a little growth. We have a long ways to go. But is he going to acknowledge that? Of course not.
You know what? I would like to touch on something Steve said. Steve Dahl said his ideal show for Free FM would be having you guys not on a delay. That way we can get more involved in your show.
Well, they got to work that out up there.
That'd be nice.
We agree with Steve
We have no problem doing 7 to 10 for you guys, because with the time difference, that's how it would work out.
And you know what? It kills me because I can't call in the show. I've been listening for the last few months, and then all of a sudden I find out you're on a time delay, and I'm like...
Oh, wait, is it the other way?
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
It goes 5 to 8.
5 to 8.
10 would be perfect.
Yeah.
That's somewhere out in the Atlantic.
You know what? It would, because you know what? Most people aren't listening to the radio right at 5, but at 6, when everybody gets up, boom, they can interact. When they're on their commute.
Here's the problem with that theory. We only do 3 hours to begin with, and then one of the hours is wasted in the middle of the night. That's like John and Jeff...
third shift?
Yeah, that's John and Jeff time zone crap.
Love that show.
It's unfortunate. I mean, us in the Midwest, we'd like to get more involved. I mean, I love the show. Looking forward to the O&A virus this summer.
Isn't that odd that he got more involved?
Yeah, he certainly did.
He called. Now what's he going to do? Later on, listen? I don't know how that works.
All right, you talk really slow so they can just replay the last hour.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out up there.
Well, we just put how about this? We do one bit in the 8 o'clock hour and then do 54 minutes of commercials and then just do that for Chicago.
Be a hit.
All right, one more clip from Eric and Kathy. Any observations there, young Sam?
This one's a good one. This is Sam's baby. I was telling him before when he came in. I go, you are just let it ride guy. He's the guy that goes to the track, bets on the first race, and wins, and then just goes right back to the window. Let it ride. Let it ride. Because all these that he's done so far have been really good. They've turned out well. It just takes one, though.
Yeah.
Just takes one, and we turn on you and go, well, I guess that bit's over.
This is a good one. And we're encouraging the listeners to do the bleep game, too. You go to WTMX.com and check out some American Kathy audio and have fun adding the bleeps to make him edgy.
Kathy.
It brings him into our world.
Ew.
All right, here's actual audio from this god-awful show this morning.
We were talking over the weekend, Wild Hogs, #1 at the box office.
More of that dumb music.
They play music that's 80 years old.
It's like Laurel and Hardy background music.
Hi, how you doing, Kathy?
You know, these
very good.
These dumb morning shows, they add the audio to make it a little more interesting.
Spice it up.
Because even they know what they're talking about is just horse crap.
Anything you can do to spice it up.
Sure.
We were talking over the weekend, Wild Hogs, #1 at the box office, rocking the box office, $38 million.
Whoa, who knew? And there was something in USA Today yesterday about how it was majority women.
Yeah.
Like 54% were women.
Well, remember we talked to a bunch of women yesterday who said it was like wet yourself hysterical.
Yeah.
They liked it a lot.
Laugh out loud funny.
And I wanted to go see it and then saw all the horrible reviews, and I'm usually a guy that ignores that kind of thing, but I paid attention. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're right. Maybe they...
You're not even a guy.
No, you're castrated.
You're not even a guy. Let's start there.
You're a broad with the wrong genitals.
Yeah. Wow.
As a guy, because I got to represent the guy.
I represent the guys. You represent the girls.
Yeah.
That's how the show's got to work. That's our dynamic.
Funny.
And I wanted to go see it and then saw all the horrible reviews, and I'm usually a guy that ignores that kind of thing, but I paid attention. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're right. Maybe it is stupid. So now I'm kicking myself, so I'm definitely going. Maybe even today.
I really wish the critics would have more of a sense of humor.
I'm going to soak up some hogs maybe today.
There you go.
Well, that's a little risque.
Why would you go soak up some hogs?
Some hogs. Oh, God. I don't know what to even say about that. That is awful.
They just did a break on Wild Hogs. and then said it was funny, but never explained why it was like.
Dude,
like
laugh out loud funny, she said.
See, when you do a radio show and you go, wow, I saw Wild Hogs and it was blank yourself funny, then you explain why it was that funny. You don't just say that. Because that means nothing. It means nothing to their listeners. You got to explain yourself. Well, Sam took that audio and made it a little edgier.
Well, they got pretty edgy toward the end of that, so I
bringing Eric and Kathy into our world. We make them funny. We make them funny. That's what we do. Same clip, it's just a little different.
We were talking over the weekend, Wild Hogs, rocking the.
Whoa, who knew? And there was something in USA Today yesterday about how it was majority women.
Yeah.
Like 54% were women.
Well, remember we talked to a bunch of women yesterday who said it was like wet yourself.
They liked it.
And I wanted to go it and then saw all the reviews, and I'm usually a guy that ignores but I paid attention. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're right. Maybe it is. So now I'm myself, so I'm definitely going. Maybe even today. I'm going to up some hogs maybe today.
There you go.
I like them with the beefs.
Yeah, it's definitely funny, man.
They're definitely better.
I think the bit's still going strong.
Yeah.
I really do. Thank you, Sam. Young Sam, everyone.
Go rock some hogs.
Hey, MacBook Karaoke's back.
Ooh, good.
The promo pretty much kills the bit, but...
Stevie, did you just hear what a hole I turned into?
Oh, good.
I
know.
Oh, good.
I'm all conscious. I'm all self-conscious now. I don't want to sound like the hole.
Yeah.
So I'm just not saying anything in between. Like, oh, really? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't say, right?
Oh, gosh. Oh, gee willikers.
What a company dork I've turned into. I was actually psyched that you mentioned Mac. I switched from PC, and I really do love it. Like, I want to just kick my PC right out the stupid window. So I'm so happy that you mentioned that. I went, ooh, good.
Mac.
Well, here we go.
Love
MacBook
it.
Karaoke. What you got to do is go to www.923freefm.com for details. Win the new MacBook, sleek and sexy. Create everything from music, movies, greeting cards, podcasts, websites, and more. Head to the Apple Store or apple.com to check it out for yourself. And we're looking for the next karaoke star. Of course, that's how we got this fine clip.
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, no one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where do you belong?
We're hoping to get another star like that.
Wonderful. What are the odds?
You got to go to www.923freefm.com for all the details on MacBook Karaoke, okay?
She's like the biggest star in any karaoke contest.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's going to top that.
When we do the O&A Traveling Virus this summer, and we bring her to a show to do that live in front of like 10,000 people, she's going to bring down the house. And people are going to do the whole sing-along.
With it.
Yeah, probably. We're hearing some things. Jesus. Calm down a little bit, will you?
Oh, she had a naughty one, huh?
Oh,
She's
boy,
sexy
is she.
too.
We just heard some stories.
We're just hearing things.
I don't know if it's true.
We're just hearing things.
I'm hearing things.
Maybe she wants to call and tell us.
Yeah, tell us
what's
true
right
or
and what's
false.
wrong, right? Did you hear the promo that they did locally here in New York?
Yes, I did. I was listening to it, and before I knew what it was, all that was going through my head was, what is this?
Just doesn't sound like our audience.
No, it doesn't sound like our audience. It doesn't sound like it belongs to our show. And then I realized, oh no, someone put this together, and it's not us. It
Right.
doesn't fit.
Well, listen to this. We'll stop it. But there's some major problems with the Mac promo.
Oh, it's a Mac promo. Okay, so somebody...
Or MacBook Karaoke, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like they got some people together, some guys, some girls, they're hanging, they're kind of 30-somethings. They might be in a coffee shop. I don't think it's Starbucks, actually. I think it's got to be a little cooler and hipper than Starbucks, because Starbucks is so corporate,
it's corporate, man.
You know, maybe they're waiting to hear some poetry.
Oh.
And they just happen to have a little conversation about our MacBook contest.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wait, is this...
They're going downtown to be a little hip.
This is done in eavesdrop style, like you're overhearing a good conversation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yuck.
This gave me douche.
You'll love it.
It really did.
You'll love it, Jim.
I never I don't think I've ever hung out in this type of forum.
This crowd.
Listen to this.
Free FM.
I just had fries. Yeah, whatever about your fries, dude. Did you hear that Opie and Anthony are giving away the new MacBook?
Stop. First of all, douchebag, I just had fries. What a bore. Who said that in a conversation?
Hey, I just had fries.
Did you? Drop dead.
But how would you be so... Look, we love what we do. We're hoping there's some excitement out there for half this crap we throw at you, but... For someone to interrupt a food conversation and go, whoa, screw your fries, man. You hear about Opie and Anthony?
Hey,
MacBook
enough
contest?
about your fries.
But he didn't say that. He went, whatever with your fries, dude.
Dude.
What is that? What do they say, improv and sound like guy in parentheses? Whatever with your fries, comma, dude. Do you hear that, Opie and Anthony? Stop trying to be a guy. Just talk. Whatever with your fries, dude.
Whatever with your fries, dude.
Well, because we're going for the white crowd.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest here. So
Whatever with your fries, dude. How it should have ended. He punches the broad.
I want the same promo with a lot of punching and tasering going on. Slaps and gunfire. All right, let's get back to the conversation. Somewhere downtown, man. Maybe at a wine bar. Having some olives and cheese and a glass of wine.
Whatever about your fries, dude. Did you hear that Opie and Anthony are giving away the new MacBook?
Oh, sweet.
Nice. I'll win. You just have to
Right, again, please.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sweet. Always abroad. Sweet. Oh, sweet.
Sweet. Does anyone say that?
No, they don't. I would have said that if someone smashed a MacBook across her face. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I only want to hear her saying that if they say, how's that taste, as she's licking off a woman's shoes on a plane after Oscar got through with her.
Good old Oscar.
Oscar rules.
You're not going to forget Oscar anytime soon.
Whatever about your fries, dude. Did you hear that Opie and Anthony are giving away the new MacBook?
Oh, sweet.
Nice. I'll win. You just have to sing a little karaoke.
Oh, dude, remember last weekend? I'm the karaoke king. I wanna sex you up. Oh, yeah.
Don't look at me.
Cause you don't stop, baby. I love you.
Yeah.
We remember that.
You should never do that again in public.
Ever.
But I'm awesome.
No, you're not.
Are you a karaoke king or queen? Then MacBook Karaoke with Opie and Anthony is all you. Go to 92.3.
Let's put this together, Michael Dell.
Now. Choose from a list of karaoke songs. Record yourself singing along to it for about a minute, and send it back to us. Opie and Anthony will choose 5 people to win the incredibly new MacBook.
Yeah, we will.
It's sexy, and you can create everything from music, movies, greeting cards, podcasts, websites.
It comes standard with the remote.
Don't worry, they go back to
You can practice karaoke in the privacy of your own home.
Hey, guys, that's not funny.
Yeah, neither is your singing.
All details 92.3 freefm.com.
Neither is anything to...
That would have been more accurate. Instead of, ooh, sweet, if they would say, yeah, Opie and Anthony, and she would, I hate those guys, they're pigs.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, let's keep it accurate, will you?
They make fun of cancer and retarded people. Why do you listen to that crap?
Yeah, exactly. You defending this, Dan? You're stepping up to a microphone.
Uh-oh.
No, I was just saying, they said neither is your singing, but if it's bad, isn't it actually funny? So they're wrong.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Of course they're wrong. It's awful. It's terribly written. It's terribly acted. It's terrible. Everything about it is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did it come from?
Not me.
Not Steve.
Who?
No, it wasn't
Point
me.
fingers.
I swear it wasn't me.
Of course it wasn't him. The woman didn't get abused in it.
Thank you, Jim.
She would have said, oh,
Smacked her in the
sweet.
face.
It was done in-house, that's all. And it's a bunch of staff voices on it, but I don't know specifically who did it.
Look, they play their roles well, but it doesn't represent the show is what I'm getting at.
Their acting stinks. Is this the staff that acted that out?
Yes.
Why didn't Tom have a part?
Oh,
Why didn't Tom have a part?
Now that would have been good.
All right, well...
Why are all the homosexuals walking over to our table and then he waves his tie at someone? MacBook karaoke, his little fingers on like a...
Why would they want MacBook karaoke?
I don't know, but as soon as somebody said MacBook, you know, Lisa Orban would start rubbing their shoulders. Hey, thanks for the pension. Thanks for the pension.
Yeah, that's got to be dealt with, I think.
Hey, we started a theme very early this morning. We were waking up all the sickos this morning. The guy that's going to, dismember a skull today.
A body, maybe chop off arms and legs and leave a torso in a park.
So one of the many themes that are running through the show today.
Not all the listeners are nice people.
Yeah, that's what we're acknowledging.
Yeah.
And this story comes in.
A fugitive suspected of killing and dismembering his own wife has been captured. Stephen Grant was arrested in a rural area almost 300 miles from his home in suburban Detroit. Grant's wife, Tara Lynn, went missing almost a month ago. Body parts, including a torso, found in and around the couple's home are believed to be Tara Lynn's.
How about
Grant is expected to be charged with murder.
Let's get rid of the... Yeah, I heard what happened. He, honestly... He went to the park to bury the body parts and went back to his house. Then the cops came and said, we're going to search the park because we got some information that leads us to believe she might be in the park. And he went back and dug up the torso, just the torso, and put it in his garage. And the cops, that's where they found it. They found her torso in his garage.
And once again, it all started with a nice wedding song.
Oh, I'm sure their wedding was
It was a nice wedding song. Everybody was there with their camcorders.
Do you think their wedding picture was there, both of them smiling faces, glancing down as he's just hacking her limbs off? There's their wedding picture, smiling. Pictures of the family.
Got the whole family together. Maybe a picture with a sunset in the background.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an outdoor wedding.
Yeah, and he's just sawing through her bones. Oh, is that fantastic?
I love thinking this crap up.
How does it go so wrong?
I love it.
They were so in love when they got married.
I'm sure she danced to, Daddy's Little Girl.
Daddy's Little Girl is...
With Pop.
That's it.
Stupid DJs handing out the blow-up instruments.
Come on, everybody. What was his name?
I don't know.
No. Say the brand new Mr. and Mrs., and then they give the name.
Yeah.
They come out under everybody's hands.
Oh, looking like rock
running
stars.
Through the tunnel. And
looking like rock stars that day.
Guys wearing the sunglasses. She's rocking. Then they're dancing and just, it's a great day.
Oh, they all did the electric slide, but fast forward.
Oh, man. How does it go so wrong?
He fed her cake, politely, and then she mushed it on his face, and he made a mental note.
That's where it started.
That's how they knew it was him. They found, a little bit of wedding cake on her mouth.
You put cake on my face. You bitch.
Yeah, it all starts with some nice wedding music.
Rainbow, my pot of gold. Your
very sad day for a daddy.
Will have and more. And shining star, you're a spirit of...
Sometimes I'm a bad boy, yeah.
My star on the tree.
Daddy remembers dancing with his little girl when she used to stand on his feet and dance. Now he can still do that, just with her feet.
Hey, this is some twisted stuff. I understand it's not for everybody, but it all starts with the wedding.
Yeah.
And then goes horribly wrong somewhere in there.
And now here's where, the new groom, the husband, kind of cuts in on the father, taps him on the shoulder.
That's a teary-eyed moment for everybody.
He's now handing her off to the new man in her life.
To a sicko.
That's going to love, honor, and cherish her. Sickness, death, health, sickness and health, whatever. And then... just hacking away at her limbs, going, what happened?
He held her hair while he cut her head off and talked to her. Somebody shouldn't talk to her in the game.
Look what you did.
razzle dazzle.
Guess
Now we want to invite all the couples out on the dance floor. Let's have all the loving couples join the happy couple.
Stephen Grant.
Right.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
Oh, wait, we got to make it all better now.
I was only joking.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
okay.
It's okay now.
No, it's fine.
I was only joking.
I was only joking.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We need something that's going to make this all better.
Penny party!
All right. Makes everything better. That's some sick stuff, but you got to think, man. There was a time everybody was happy.
Yeah. Then the old saw comes out from the wedding ring slipping on the wedding band in the church.
And there was a point she's laying there, like on the tub or whatever, with pieces missing. So he has to take the hand and put it in a bag while she's lolling back like, this is the woman you married. And there she is, but her hand is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, look, now her leg is gone.
And there's blood everywhere. I mean, you can't dismember somebody without blood going everywhere.
They get annoyed at that point, like, I wish someone would have told me how much blood this would have been.
Yeah, like, Jesus.
This is the happy couple?
Oh, look.
Oh, man, they look like any couple, man.
Yep.
These two, just open up your local paper, go to the wedding section, and that's there they are.
Her smile's awful, though. Look at her smile.
Oh, you gotta cut that head off.
Oh,
This is really the couple? That makes it even creepier.
She has a stroke smile.
They're the...
Yeah, she's like,
Doesn't she? Like, she smiled, you could see her teeth, but then the right part of her mouth is kind of dripping down like...
Wow. This
And
guy's
he
a
just-
sicko, huh?
Yeah, he just had it.
Yeah.
Look at him. He looks like the kind of guy that would just, at some point, just had it.
All right. Well, there you go. Cute little story there.
Yeah.
I know I effed that one up. Give me a break. Hey, Ope, how do you dismember...
A skull.
A skull, yeah.
You would smash it.
I know I messed that one up. Give me a break. We're working hard for you today. We're really trying.
Don't make Opie sad.
I'm sad now.
Cleanup would suck, though.
I'm really sad.
What do you use? How do you get all that blood up?
I'm really sad.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm happy now.
Everybody. Stephen Carr on vocals.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Hey, after the break, Anthony found some really, really good FCC complaints about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, apparently they're pouring in.
Pouring in over
and they're
Prince's,
ridiculous.
Pouring in over Prince's performance.
Prince's performance, because he had his guitar behind that screen, so he was silhouetted, and it looked like he was manipulating some kind of phallic symbol.
But he was just playing
But
the
he's playing the guitar, and of course he was doing that, but guitarists do that all the time.
Yeah.
And then the other FCC complaint that they got a lot of complaints about was the Snickers commercial.
The gay Snickers.
And this just goes to show you, people don't know what the rules are. They don't know. They're just complaining. They don't know that that's completely legit. You're not going to get a legitimate reaction from the FCC about that commercial. It was well within standards. You're allowed to show that.
Well, these complaints are really funny to read. I'll tease it this way. This is part of one of the complaints. Thanks, CBS, for turning my son gay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some winners.
The rest of that complaint and other is on the way.
That was from Mrs. Chiasano.
It's,
oh, God.
Why are you obsessed with him today?
I love him.
This is Ties.
His stupid Rangers beat my Islanders last night as Rick DiPietro was standing on his effing head. Whatever. That was a little too local. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Opie and Anthony!
Welcome back. It's the Opie and Anthony morning program, and we're broadcasting everywhere, including Pittsburgh. Who cares that I'll be there this Thursday through Sunday? It's not important.
Hey.
My improv dates
You're
are
taking
irrelevant.
advantage.
I didn't.
Turned it into a plug.
I love when Opie chews. I get to bring it back.
Chew.
Plug.
On the instant feedback during the break, someone's like, why are you guys so obsessed with serial killers? Actually, they pointed me out. It's not that I'm obsessed with serial killers. Jimmy actually is. Jimmy reads about serial killers all the time. He's one of the country's experts on serial killers.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding. He knows stuff
Foremost experts.
It's creepy how much he knows about serial killers. So one day we're going to have to do that again, where you just mention somebody, he's got all the details. But I'm more obsessed with what's going on as you're committing this horrific act.
Yeah.
And we were talking during the break about Reservoir Dogs as a perfect example.
Yeah, that great scene.
They really portray that perfectly.
Where the cop is getting his ear cut off.
The music's
and then,
playing.
the music's playing.
Stuck in the middle
with you.
Yeah.
And then there's a scene where Mr. White there goes outside and he opens the door, and it's just nice Tweety birds you hear and children playing, and it's a beautiful day, sunny. And he goes to his trunk and grabs the gas can.
Yeah.
And the door of the place shuts, so now you can't hear the music or anything. You're only hearing outside sounds, and real pleasant outside sounds. And
you know a weather guy somewhere was given that awesome forecast.
Yeah.
Like, today's the day.
And there's people
A perfect
going
day
about
ahead
their
of
lives,
us.
like just yards away, having a good time, not realizing there's just horror going on in this building.
A house of horror.
A house of horror. It's those little details.
I'm more obsessed with that because you just read the story or you watch it on TV and you're like, wow. But there's weird little things going on. Like, is the guy playing music? Is there a FedEx guy just knocking at his door?
That's what you want, the details.
He's got to just wait a minute or two until the guy leaves. Is the TV on in the background? Is it like some like I Love New York is playing in the background as he's doing this horrific thing?
Yeah.
Is there someone upstairs maybe just sleeping? He figures he can get away with it, you know?
It's what goes on in their heads.
That's what I'm obsessed with. All right, moving on.
Small details.
We got a few other things we want to try to get to before we get out of here. Ann Coulter, the John Edwards thing.
I love her.
She used the word faggot, and they're all outraged.
She's completely unapologetic about it, too, which it's finally nice to see somebody who's just not apologetic about saying something. That's just maybe a little inappropriate. All right. That's it.
Yeah.
And she indirectly, we don't have the we have the original clip? All right. Just get everyone on board with this really fast.
Yeah, they were saying she called him a faggot.
Yeah.
And that isn't quite true.
All right, really
the way
fast.
she said it.
Even if she did, listen to him.
Oh, and I was going to have a few comments on the other Democratic presidential candidate, John Edwards, but it turns out that you have to go into rehab if you use the word faggot. So, kind of at an impasse, can't really talk about Edwards, so I think I'll just conclude here and take your questions. Thank you.
By the way, you guys think she's hot? They always say like she's hot and stuff. I don't really see it.
I think she's sexy.
Kind of looks like a tranny.
Yeah, definitely tranny.
She looks like a tranny that has much of the there's some hormones going on in there.
Yeah, she has a long, big, thick man neck, but she's sexy because she's probably a big, sturdy.
They all
submissive.
say like how sexy she is.
She's
I mean, I know she doesn't have much competition as far as that goes in politics, so I guess you got to look at her that way. But I don't see it, man.
God, liberals hate her too.
Oh yeah,
because she's a woman who's not towing the female company line that Democrats usually like to say. She's just brutal. She's like Guy Brutal.
Yeah. Well, this is what Edwards had to say, which was just amazing, and this is why the guy should not be president, by the way. He doesn't even know the basics of our country.
Presidential hopeful John Edwards is firing back at conservative commentator Ann Coulter. Coulter used a homosexual slur to refer to the Democratic candidate during a speech at a conference of Republican strategists on Friday. Yesterday, Edwards said that kind of hateful language should not be tolerated. Some Democrats have called on Republicans at the meeting to denounce Coulter's remark. Get this, Coulter responded to the criticism on her blog by writing, quote, "I'm so ashamed, I can't stop laughing."
Good for her. Good for her. Stupid John Edwards. She is kind of sexy. Look at her.
Well, you know what it is? She's tall and thin, but she kind of looks like, a tranny a little bit.
To pull her hair and spank her.
Here's the latest on this whole controversy. I guess she was on. Was the heavy hitter on last night?
Hannity and Combs.
Oh,
was it Hannity and Combs, or was it just Combs, or was Hannity there?
I would think Hannity would be there for such a big story.
Were they both there or what?
Yeah, it was the both of them.
All right, so
Combs is like, he'll talk to a selectman somewhere, and that's when they just have Combs in there. But whenever there's a big story, Hannity's got to be there.
By the way, I'll acknowledge that I stole that from Michael Moore.
Oh yeah,
I think it was in a Michael Moore book, or no, it might have been in. I was reading all those political books for a while. I would read one book and then I think I'm informed on the whole thing.
Al Franken.
I think it was Al Franken. You're right, Than. Al Franken. He was talking about Hannity and Combs, and Hannity was in big block letters and Combs was very tiny font.
Yeah.
That made me laugh really hard because we've done that show, and man, it's. I don't know why it's not Hannity's show at this point. I really don't get it.
It's the Sean Hannity show.
It really is with Combs.
With Combs.
This is what happened last night.
Your answer is okay. It was a joke. Would you make a racial slur and just say it was a joke?
No, that's preposterous, and I think it's offensive that, you immediately, whenever you have to go to the argument, would you use the N-word? I mean, that is part of this semantic totalitarianism to compare everything to the N-word. No, if you weren't brought here as
I didn't say the N-word. I said
and you
a
weren't
racial
legally
slur.
discriminated against. You hear this when people say, we can't use the word illegal alien because that's like using the N-word. No, those are words that are specifically used to demean a particular race. The word I used has nothing to do with sexual preference. It is a schoolyard taunt, and unless you're going to announce here on national TV that John Edwards, married father of many children, is gay, it clearly had nothing to do with that. It's a schoolyard taunt.
Oh, bravo.
She's right, except for the fact that it has nothing to do with sexual preference. Yes, it does. Of course.
It's got a dual meaning, is what it is. It's got a double meaning.
Well, when you were using the word faggot growing up, I didn't even know what it. I didn't know the sexual part of that. I really didn't. It was just one of those words you use to call your friend out.
It was when your friend was being a wuss.
Right.
Wasn't doing what you wanted to do, hang out, go to the bar, take his car out, whatever. It's just like he was doing something, and you'd say, don't be a faggot. It didn't mean anything gay when you use it like that.
Well, in the comparison, I mean, she meant it that way, which is fine. She was joking. She didn't mean like he's seriously gay and let's hurt him. But she was saying faggot, and the fact that he's kind of a wishy-washy. We knew what she meant. It's just, that's what you meant. And it's fine. That's what you should have meant.
I like that she went on the defensive like that, though. Turned it right around.
Yeah, she was good.
Like comparing everything any word you use now has to be compared to the N-word.
Yeah.
And has to have the same thing where you can't even say it anymore. You got to just use a letter.
She used some big words there. It scared me.
Semantic totalitarianism was brilliant.
I was like,
good.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I always say, semantic totalitarianism, I've said many times.
Yes,
right. Passing conversation.
Indeed.
Let's say hi to Lori. She wants to defend Eric and Kathy. I'm sure she's calling from Chicago.
All right, Lori.
Hi, Lori. How are you today?
You guys, dial it down a notch on Eric and Kathy. Come on.
What's the Okay, what?
She's an idiot. She's an idiot. I'll give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
But
Eric has got you played two sentences that were moronic. It's not a fair assessment.
We should dial it down a notch, guys.
We're going to dial it down a notch.
We're going to dial it down a notch for you, Lori.
We're going to keep an open mind with Eric and Kathy, and we're going to continue this bid for the rest of the week. So we'll give you a few more clips.
So you're saying Eric is a funny guy?
He's one of those guys. Okay, it's a lot of it's milquetoast. I'll give you that. But You know, when I'm having my coffee, I don't care about, like, I go back and forth between you guys and Eric and Kathy. I'll admit it.
Yeah, that means you're a dirty girl. That means Lori's a dirty girl.
She's saying she doesn't want to hear about certain things, right? And when you're having your coffee, you don't want to hear about crazy things.
No, I just sometimes...
but I'm having my coffee.
You know...
I'm not ready for it yet.
Well, do you read the paper in the morning?
We might have been a little harsh today. You're trying to have a little oatmeal and coffee. We're talking about
sawing off limbs. That's the news. Deal with it.
That's what makes us great. Let's be honest.
What's another reason there, Lori?
As we dial it down,
I like you.
Are you going to let me talk?
Yeah.
Dial it down a notch.
Spunk.
Oh, you're going to take that?
You got a little moxie there, too, Lori.
All right, Lori, go ahead.
Go on. Jewish girl, you bet, man.
Let's hear.
You're a what girl?
Nice Jewish.
Okay. Oh, what a shock. A Jewish girl talking a lot. All right, good.
Okay, I have won so much free crap from them. It's a draw. I've won trips to Cancun.
You're a prize
pig. We used to call them prize pigs.
You're a prize pig.
I am. I'm a prize whore. Give away some stuff, and I'll listen to you guys.
I've worked for many radio stations, and they actually list the prize pigs.
Yep. You got the station on auto dial and everything?
You bet.
We would have a list. It would say prize pigs, and they would have their names and the aliases they use.
Yeah.
So when these prize pigs would call, you would make up some excuse like, even though they were the 10th caller, you'd go, you were the 8th caller.
They're working speed dial on 3 phones.
Yeah, so you could, spread the wealth a little bit. These prize pigs ruin it for everybody.
So what have you gotten?
Okay, I got a trip to Cancun, and if I tell you the music I like, you'll totally diss me, so I'm not going to go.
No, we won't. We
have very eclectic tastes here.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't diss me, but okay, go ahead, I can take it.
All right, what do you like?
One, they do these things where they have these small, intimate gatherings with various musicians. I won a little breakfast with John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora.
Oh.
50 of my closest friends.
Did you get any?
That was pretty hot. I mean, I'm a huge John Bon Jovi. I lust for him.
Are you? You think he's cute, do you?
I do. And I won a Goo Goo Dolls kind of Cancun thing where I actually saw Johnny Resnick.
Yeah.
I saw Johnny Resnick in his underwear in the spa. So worth the trip.
Wow.
Are you married, Lori?
No, I'm single. Can you tell?
Yeah, you got to be fat. That's.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Opie, that's not necessarily
Opie,
nice.
now.
Take it down a notch. Are you a big gal?
Yeah.
What?
Are you a big gal?
You're among friends. You can admit that you're fatty.
I'm about 5'2", 135. Is that fat?
Yeah, you're pretty much a disgusting spectacle. But, I mean, as long as you're enjoying both shows, that really is all that matters.
Yeah.
You're kind of stumpy.
So we got to give away stuff. That'll be that'll help.
All right, enough of the prize thing. What do you find? Give me one bit you like from Eric and Kathy.
I don't like Kathy. Let's get that straight.
All right, she hates Kathy. She's in love with Eric.
Yeah, you think he's
cute? What?
No, and they hate each other really off the air. That kind of makes it interesting too. You guys got it all.
Yeah,
wrong.
but they're phonies because they don't bring any of that to the actual show.
No, they do. That's why.
If you listen to this show close enough, you'll hear when we're hating each other. Trust me.
I listen every day. I think I'm I can give.
Yeah, but if they hate each other off the air, but they don't bring that to the actual show, that's not fun to listen.
Has he ever called her the C word?
Yeah.
Because that would be honest, Kathy.
No, he hasn't called her the C word. I'll give you that one. Okay.
See? That's a good start. Good place to start.
They talk about all that crap that you guys never talk about, which is what people want to talk, relationship crap.
We're learning.
Talk about that all the time.
We're learning now.
Yeah, aren't we?
This is what we have to do to get big in Chicago. Relationship stuff?
Yeah.
But not serious relationship stuff.
Oh, you're making this hard now.
What? Making fun of people.
They make fun of people?
Yes.
Somehow that didn't come out in what we heard.
They made fun of the guy that severed his lovely bride.
That's a great relationship story.
That's as relationship as you can get.
Yeah, I make fun of my ending relationship. I mean, we all joke about our relationships, don't
we? We talk about it.
You're wearing me down. I just wanted to say a lot of it's crap, but Eric has got some zingers. I have to admit, there's
holy crap! All right, we're doing well, thank God.
Proving a point.
If
that
one of our listeners called up and said, "Man, I love you guys because you got some zingers,"
you got some zingers, and dial it down a notch and stuff. The vocabulary you have, Lori, is really I don't know. It's kind of like that soccer mom kind of
Wait a minute, Aunt. Were you trying to learn?
I was trying to learn.
Hold on, Lori. Shut up for a second.
Yeah.
Big deal. Anybody can do that.
Shut up. Shut up.
Take it down a notch,
Shut
Laura.
up.
Yeah.
Zingers are coming.
Go win a prize. We got to go.
Wait for a zinger.
Yeah, go wait for a zinger somewhere. Wait for the cue for you to call.
Zinger and a ring ding.
Were you trying to learn?
I was trying to learn from her. I know. Learning is for queers.
Don't you forget it.
I screwed up. Trying to learn.
We're heading over to XM.
Yeah, we want to do the Super Bowl complaints for tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
One of the complaints ends with, "Thanks, CBS, for turning my son gay."
Boy, she really spelt out the Eric and Kathy fan.
Yeah.
Like that whole, the way she spoke, the words she chooses, it was just, you could picture her with her coffee. Oh, that was a zinger. There's a good one, Eric.
Yeah, just sponging prizes and buying nothing the advertisers are advertising.
I'm going to Cancun. And they cover up the phone or put her on hold and go, oh my God, this is the same bitch that won that thing with Bon Jovi. I could tell it's her voice.
Damn it. We don't have time to play Donna Summer, do you? Do we?
Probably not.
Eric, tomorrow, Donna Summers. Over here for the new people.
That's where we rag the prize pig really bad.
Yeah, we take care of the prize pigs out there. We have a couple classic phone calls. The Donna Summers one is just great. We'll play it over here tomorrow, though, because we got new listeners over here. The other side of the show, they're like, not that old gag again. Hey, guys, thanks. If you're not joining us over XM, have a great day.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
After that, you get us. You gotta be kidding me.
That art and then this crap.
Yeah. A lot of people saying stick to the old version. Holy shit, this is the worst one yet. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
Worst one yet.
It's the guy.
This is the guy.
It's him.
It's actually the guy doing it live.
With a huge orchestra, live opera singer. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to watch that being done.
It's the one with the girl in the red dress, because there's a few different versions up there. But
this one's got the best sound on it and everything as far as the videos go.
Very dramatic, great build, and then you get
my God.
us with our horse shit.
Here we are with our dick jokes after that fucking intro.
Yeah,
the guy spent a lifetime learning his craft, and all those musicians just since they were kids learning the instrument to put together what is a beautiful piece of art.
Yeah.
And here come, say cunt.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're not too pompous, are we, huh?
Oh, what assholes.
I've fallen back in love with YouTube for the music stuff, and you know what I can't stop watching? There's a version of Elvis singing Sweet Caroline.
Really?
And he does.
So that's not me from the Ron and Fez Night of Fights?
You wouldn't do the Elvis dance. Elvis does the Sweet Caroline dance, and it just rules.
He does the Sweet Caroline dance?
He does something with his hands.
Do it, Jimmy. You got to do it.
I don't remember it, but it's like that, and it's one of the worst dances ever, and yet it's perfect.
You were just
the
dancing.
Watusi.
It's almost like the Watusi. What are you doing? Like your head went the opposite way of your arms?
It's one quick move.
Oh.
No, he does it on the ba-ba-ba-ba, like Sweet Caroline. Ba-ba-ba. Like, I can't remember it.
Is it like bum, bum, bum?
No, it's like one or two quick ones, and he just does it. But his head is so...
We're dancing in here.
It's fucking Elvis. I know, on radio. It's good. Quality radio. Big build-up, and then you can hear people dancing. Hear our feet tapping.
And with that, we say hi to Keith Robinson. That's an intro for you.
What's happening, man? I like the song. I love it.
You like the ecstasy of gold?
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to ride through the neighborhood, right through the hood with the windows down, sunroof, with a nice crown on with the music just blasting.
Yeah, that'll fit. Yeah, that's one of the... I can't see that song really taking off with the brothers.
No, I love it. Yeah. Everybody pay attention. They have to turn that stuff down and listen to me.
That is like an important song.
It's an announcement that somebody big is coming through.
Shut the fuck up.
The neighborhood slowly.
This is important. Something important's happening if this music's playing.
That's why I love it.
I know.
love it.
It's like week a month.
This is so important.
It's almost like the one they played in Apocalypse Now. They ba 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 ba. Yeah. Like, even if you don't like classical, you got to know somebody's on their way when that's being played.
Yeah.
Is it Ride of the Valkyries? Which one is that?
Yes.
Very good.
It is important.
Hey, I want to hear Sweet Caroline by Elvis now.
Oh, I love his version. He goes, I know that he goes, very beautiful song recorded by Neil Diamond. I thought he says Neil Diamond.
Diamond.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear this. Oh, my God.
Why is Banana Phone playing? Oh,
that doesn't sound like Elvis.
Dopey's phone.
Hello?
If it's not about ratings, shut up.
Who's this?
It's not about good ratings, shut up.
Exactly. Citibank. I don't know my job.
God. You fucking asshole.
Hang up, cunt
Shut up, you fucking bank piece of shit. We know what you are. All Jews.
Jews.
After 11.
Citibank is for faggots.
I got the TV on loud in the background. So.
Sperm bank. How about that?
All right.
Swallow your receipts.
This is, by the way,
your fucking robbery. It's all robbery. Your fucking fees on your machines.
By the way, look at my accounts. I get paid to do this. All right. I'll.
Oh, hang up already. They just want to milk you for all it's worth.
Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Take your money. Fucking money lender.
I was just kidding.
Oh, they are. It's a bank. That's that old gag.
Saying that they're psyched that you're here, Keith.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That'll change in a couple of minutes.
Flight of the Valkyries, right. Okay.
All right. Sweet Caroline by Elvis.
It's not Flight. It's Ride. Yes. Yeah, it wouldn't be Flight.
Flight of the Bumblebee.
Flight of the Bumblebee. That song makes me nervous. I feel like I should be doing something. Keith brought up a great point on the way in. It's so fucking cold outside that people are just cursing to themselves.
Yeah, they are.
We were on the elevator, and there's people you don't know on the elevator, and you walk in because you're just out of the cold, and you just stand there going, fuck! Shit! Fuck this fucking shit!
And that's how people are bonding, actually. Like, fuck!
They look at each other. You walk into a building out of a cold spot, you just look at each other and go, fuck! You'll kind of point at the door and go, shit!
But people know what you mean. Like, someone will go, fuck, and you go, I know.
Yeah. Oh, shit! Fuck, shit! It's ridiculous out there.
All right.
I said it was Everest cold out, and Jimmy had to tell me, it's 100-mile-an-hour winds up there, and the temperatures are a lot colder. So Jimmy let me know it was a little colder on Everest than it is outside of New York right now.
Well, and then here's what I said, which really I should be fucking just cracked across my open mouth. I said that's the cruising altitude of an airplane. Just the fact that I said airplane, that's like a 5-year-old speak. Fuck it. What else could be cruising at that?
Airplanes are up there.
What else cruises at that altitude? Faggots in spacesuits?
Whoa. Watch that F word.
Oh, yeah, right.
You're up on the F word, right? The new F word, because the old F word doesn't matter anymore.
No, the old F word used to be fuck.
We should be calling it the new F word.
Just be an initial.
That word, yeah. Yeah, you'll just be able to have an acronym for people. He's just an F and
Are you a fan of banning the N word there, Keith?
No. Nigger needs to be said. Nigger can be said. It can always be said. Nigger can be said. Faggot should be allowed all the time.
Someone said it best on our show. I would love to give them credit, but they're like, look, you can use the word all you want, but there's a consequence for using it. And I agree with that.
Well, I mean, it is a consequence, but Nick, you can say everybody in here should be able to say nigga. I should be able to say.
Do.
I know you do. With the mics on and off.
In my car.
I would like it to be when the mics are off, but you guys just let it sail.
Look, there are consequences.
When I saw you in the elevator with something came out, like, I didn't know that the was coming by today.
Do you love Ann Coulter? I love her.
Yeah. I love that she's not taking any shit about it.
And she won't apologize.
Yeah.
You have to love Ann Coulter. I love her.
She's still goofing on it. Going, whatever. I said it. Go fuck yourself.
A big man neck. You do have to love her fucking ignorance.
Big Adam's apple go, gulp. Am I in trouble? Gulp. Half a man.
And everybody's trying to distance himself from her, and she's just still going. I love it.
She don't care. It's great. But I think that whatever you want to use, and some people go, it's un-American. That word should be banned. And it's like, you just put those two statements together? Banning words and un-American?
Right.
Fucking Constitution. It's the amendment they figured to make the first. It was the most important one. Let's make it number fucking one. And then they talk about banning words because they're offensive. There's no right. It says you have the right to not be offended.
Well, I don't. What's the thing to me? I want to see. It's like they should have like words, the top words, like the top faggot is coming up. It's almost a
faggot coming up the charts.
Yeah, it's coming up the charts.
Nigger's still coming in as number one.
Still holding his top spot, but faggot is on its way.
Yeah, faggot's on its way up the charts.
A few more big people use that word. We need one more person. And one more big person to say.
And honky hasn't been on the charts in 20 years.
Since the Jeffersons.
Honky.
No matter how hard you try, you can say it as hard as you want.
Yeah.
You honkies are getting on my nerves. They'll just laugh. You guys.
I gotta be honest, we've always laughed at honky. It's just silly. And it's never been used in a bad way, except maybe in an old Clint Eastwood movie. But it's always been like a funny kind of term to use on the Jeffersons, like you said. But even Archie Bunker never said nigger. I mean, that was always kind of like, meh.
I think Archie Bunker even said the N-word back then. Even he was politically correct.
Yeah. I don't think.
But now by saying the N-word, you're saying the word. So now they're going to have to ban saying N-word.
Yeah, we said they're just going to have to go, and they're trying to ban the word, because the N-word is now just as bad as a word because you're just replacing it.
I want a few more attacks on faggot word. I want to hear faggot more. That's what I want to hear.
That'll bring it back up.
I want it up to where it's supposed to be.
Climate number 2.
Faggot is timeless, man. I love that word.
We're talking about it like it's fucking Dark Side of the Moon. It's always going to be on the chart.
It's just there. It's a classic.
It rolls off your tongue just right.
Yeah.
Give it a whirl.
Faggot.
Oh.
Faggot.
Faggot. Oh.
It is.
It's funny, happy. Like, you faggot. Get out of here, faggot. It works in every way possible.
Every way. Happy, angry. Yeah. You could say it to your friends knowing they're not gay. You just go, stop. Don't be a faggot. Get your keys. We're fucking going out.
You know what? We in the neighborhood, we can use both words in the same sentence. You faggot-ass niggas are getting on my nerves. Look at that.
And it means no hate speech there whatsoever.
Nothing
Could be
hateful
you
about it.
love the person you're saying it to. Yeah.
But you could be sad saying that thing, too. Like, you could be going, what's the matter? My son's a faggot.
And he's seeing a nigger.
Wow. Oh, is that the only two words that are offensive that people...
I don't know. No one else really...
Squaw
is working its way up now, but I don't
Working
think it's
its way
got
up the
popular
charts.
support.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Indians do not like the word squaw.
That's like an R&B song. It's not pop yet.
I know, yeah. It's kind of laying
Nobody
low.
cares.
It's not a crossover hit yet.
It's a category that no one cares about.
But the Indians have been successful with getting teams to change their names, sports teams. To change their names.
The Redskins.
Well, the Redskins still, but
like,
I mean, a few more like the Redmen. The Redmen changed their
Red
names.
Storm.
To Red Storm.
Yeah. The Kansas City Chiefs said, no, we're not changing.
No, like pro sports. But yeah, enough money.
I agree with the Indians though on this one. I'm not
How do you agree with the Indians?
because they're the only group that's allowed to be kind of. I heard them explaining it one time on a talk show, and they were just like, look, they're cartooning us, and if you do that with another group, I mean, the Fighting Irish, the Irish just don't care. But Indians kind of have a history in this country of mass slaughter and genocide. It's I get their point on it. Redskins was a term used to pile up Indian bodies. That was a pile of red skins. That was how that term came into effect.
I thought it was just their red skin.
No, it was like no.
There's always some horrible story to it. You know where the word coffee pot came from? What the fuck happened?
I really am a fucking mood killer at the Super Bowl.
Oh shit, Dad. The real history behind the Indians. Shut you. What the fuck?
I just want to do my tomahawk chop.
Yeah, you know what, Jim? There's no history behind the word nigger. No, that's nothing.
But there's no team called that either. All right, let's start one. Yeah, believe me.
You know the history of the Indians, they were really treated bad. Nigger is great.
But when they start saying, look, the Jersey Niggers lost by 8 points tonight, then you'll be correct. You can't name a team after black people.
But how great would that be if one of the NBA teams decided to change their name?
Oh, my God.
Well, with all the hip-hop artists are buying basketball teams, you may get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And the swag, wearing the shirts, the team logo.
Just make it Niggas.
The Brooklyn Niggas.
Yeah, niggas.
Z at the end.
Yeah.
Be all right.
That would be nice.
By the way, we're having fun, but I gotta just acknowledge something.
Opie.
I went to chew this pen.
Don Rickles? Oh, I thought you were going to go, we all love each other here. We're having a lot of fun with these words, people. Hockey puck.
I just went to chew this pen, and it's a pre-chewed pen that someone else chewed because I did not recognize my own chewing.
It's probably you.
No.
Oh, you recognize? What, do you leave a fucking mark on there that you can identify?
You just know.
CSI, you know the
your
bite pattern?
I want to puke.
Why? Just because maybe someone else had it behind it. You ever smell somebody's like...
Oh, smell this.
No, I will not.
Smell
under no circumstance.
Why?
Intern.
Smell
why?
An intern in here.
Scum?
Yes.
All right.
Just get a...
Intern's going to be a word that they were going to... The I word. It's just going to be the I word.
I like this kid. This is Jeremy from Atlanta. Let's see if we can
He's
get
a
him.
go-getter.
He's a good boy.
Oh, by the way, someone's reminding us... we're not going to do the obvious and play Sparkling Wiggles for Keith today, but the definition of the N-word, Louis C.K. explained it perfectly. Do we have that?
I wish we had that.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody can get it.
Yeah, go find that.
A white guy gave you the definition of...
No, Louis.
origin.
Louis Mexican.
It was the,
right.
It was
Louis
the origin
Mexican.
of the word. The actual
Louis
origin.
Mexican convenient.
Yeah,
You're right. He's Mexican when he needs a federal grant.
Do you hear...
the best definition for the word, by the way, coming up.
It's actually the origin of the word.
The origin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our own Black Earl works on the Ron and Fez show. He fancies himself part Cherokee Indian.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I just read in the paper that the Cherokee Indians are throwing out all the blacks, saying that they're not Cherokee anymore because the way they got to be Cherokee was they were actually slaves owned by the Indians. And the Cherokee Nation decided that they could become Cherokees.
Wait, the Indians
when they were
owned
free.
slaves too?
Yes. the Indians owned slaves.
I didn't know that.
And they could then become Cherokee Indians. And now recently, like the day after Black History Month, the Cherokees got out a little meeting, a little powwow, and decided, get the blacks out. We don't want them anymore. Beat it, so they're not entitled to any of the privileges that the Indians are. Yeah,
no
all that
casinos
stuff.
for
Yeah,
you.
no
You
casinos.
ever go to the casinos in Mohegan Sun?
I never see an Indian.
That black guy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of black
for the
guys.
projects.
They're running the joint.
I run this shit.
Yeah.
I'm
fucking
Indian.
Apache, asshole. What's your next question? Shut up. Double down on that. I need some money.
Joe from Illinois. Joe, what's up?
Hey, fellas, how's it going this
How do you
morning?
do, Joe? What up, Joe?
Yeah, I just called to tell you, they just took away the Illini's Chief Illiniwig.
The what? Yeah, they took away our
the
mascot.
Illini, University of Illinois basketball
Good.
team, man.
Oh, yeah?
Good.
Yeah, they just took away their mascot.
Oh, fuck the mascot for the fucking
what's
team.
next?
Who's
next?
Chief Illiniwig. Hey, yo, fuck you.
We've been enjoying the mascots all these years.
No, I don't. I hate them.
First him, next to Philly Fanatic. You gotta stop it.
What was the Braves mascot? Every time a homer was hit, he would kind of jump up.
Chief Nakahoma?
Exactly.
Or is he from the other?
I don't know. I want him
Chief
back.
Nakahoma.
How about this? All right, how about this? Let's get it for the WNBA. How about Team Lippy? And the fucking mascot is a woman with a fucking zipped up mouth and a black eye. How about that? Team Lippy.
Team Lippy.
Team Dinner with Late.
You mean Team Licky?
No, Lippy. Or fucking being punched in the mouth by her husband.
Yeah, well. I want our mascots back.
But if you you say the Philly Fanatic and stuff, they're going to say that it's goofing on retards.
Right,
or
that's what I'm
something,
saying.
Because it acts
Who's
retarded.
next? You can't get rid of the mascots.
Like, but it's not.
Save the mascots.
Mr. Met, I could see being a Down syndrome parody.
Big fucking waterhead.
But
Mr. Met, big baseball-headed goof.
But Chief Wakahoo and all that shit, man.
Wakahoo?
I don't blame.
Oh, they're just trying to have a little fun, Jimmy.
And what? Now no fucking reruns of F Troop because of the fucking Hakawi Indians?
You don't remove.
They went, where the Hakawi?
Jim, are you dating an Indian woman? Why?
No, I wish because they have big pussies.
Do they? The kid's like a papoose. They carry their young in it.
Hey, you want the origin of the word?
Yes. Give me the.
All right.
From Louis C.K.
Nigger came from originally. There was some black guy being a nigger, so they called him a nigger.
It's good for y'all to have chocolate
What a nigger, and that's where it started.
Nigger was a feeling.
Yeah,
He's just like this.
it wasn't some wordplay.
Just blurting out a sound and it came out like that.
Just the guy was being such a nigger that it fucking made someone say the word.
Fucking guy.
Hey, Patrice was helping it along, too, there.
Jesus
he wasn't
Christ,
disagreeing, man.
He was being so serious, though, because we had just found out the definition of what word? Of kike, yeah. Of course, the Jewish slur. And so Louis goes, you know what the definition or the origin of the word nigger is? And we were like looking at him all like, what? Like, wow, we want to know. And he comes out with that, and we're like, you fucking asshole, I was buying this. Is this healthier?
The origin.
Origin? Yeah, it's like a spelling bee. Origin, please. What's the matter, Opie?
Sweetie.
This is the healthier version of the parfait.
I like a parfait.
But it's healthy.
Yeah,
If you don't like it, I'll get you the
All right. Thank you, Kenny.
The bottom part of that looks like the shoes of a sexually abused airline passenger.
Oh, thanks.
What is that? Yeah, as I drink a smoothie. Oh, he's got a little bleeding of the testicles.
Yeah, Chief Nakahoma was the Braves mascot.
Chief Nakahoma.
Nakahoma. See, it sounds like an Indian, but it's knock a home run. Like hit a. You get it, Jimmy?
Fucking awful.
You remember they had what was the wrestler? Chief J. Strongbow.
Yes.
Yeah.
All what about the wrestlers that have these names? That
The Iron
get rid of
Sheik.
them? Yeah, the Iron Sheik.
Total fucking stereotype of he wore the curly fucking old shoes they haven't worn in centuries.
He was horrific.
That guy was great. Down with America. Fucking guy.
Wrestlers are slightly different in that they all parody different every ethnicity kind of gets it. But then again, you're right. In a way,
What's the mascot doing?
You don't see a Jew. You don't see a Jew wrestler. Here he is, Hyman the banker. It's a naughty Jew with a big nose and whatever. I'm going to out wrestle you.
And all he does is send his lawyer out to sue the wrestler once he hits him.
Dude, how fucking great would that be?
That'd be a great gimmick. Where's Vince?
Always has his lawyer talking for him. He's to pay us and stuff. Shadow boxing.
Yeah, he's like shadow boxing, but never actually goes in the ring and does anything.
Yeah.
His lawyer just serves papers to everyone in the ring.
Well, yeah, you know what? That's what I think the Jewish folk never really get it like that.
Never.
Why?
Because we're scared of them.
You know what happened?
Everyone's scared.
Well, because they run the media.
They have been through
You gotta leave them alone.
so much oppression and slavery. Oh, wait a minute.
Who are you talking to?
Well, Brando got in trouble because he was being interviewed, and he goes, Hollywood has never cartooned or parodied the kike. He said they have...
Wow, he actually said it
yes,
like
he did,
that?
but he wasn't saying that to be racist. What he was saying is that they've done, like, the Dago, the nigger. He said they've done every race, like blaxploitation movies or mafia movies, have taken the stereotype of an Italian as a guinea. It's a mafia guinea. That's a stereotype of an Italian.
Right.
So he said they've never shown the kike, like that, which is the parody of the Jew. They just don't show you that in Hollywood.
Well, it was done in another country between the mid-30s to mid-40s. A lot of cartoons, a lot of posters were put up parodying the Jewish person.
Where?
Berlin, Poland, France. You want me to expand?
In Iraq right now.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to Bruce in Memphis. Bruce.
Yeah, it's Rooster, not Bruce.
All right, Rooster.
What's up, Bruce?
Hey,
Survey
look,
with Bruce.
Rooster.
Normally I absolutely love
Rooster.
Jimmy, but I can't believe what a fucking hypocrite he's being.
Not being a hypocrite, dude. Why am I? First of all, why am I being a hypocrite?
Because you have defended people's right to talk about everybody. I am part Cherokee,
Dude.
and I think that the Cherokee Nation needs to rise up and have a little thicker skin about their name.
Let me say, I agree. Talking about anybody is different than cartooning them in it. And I'm not politically correct, but they are the only group that you're allowed to do that to. It bugs them, and I think that they're right to be irritated by it. 'Cause if you did it with blacks, like I think you should be able to talk about everybody, but you can't cartoon everybody in a mascot, can you? You can't do it with blacks, you can't do it with Jews, you can't do it in any other group where it's acceptable.
But we've proven the Indians are weak, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah, exactly.
Society.
Believe me. Why don't we just have them running around with an
You're right.
anthrax blanket on? I mean, come on.
Yeah, we were the first terrorists.
Isn't it kind of cool though? Like that, they're not naming a fucking weak piece of shit thing after an Indian. They're naming like a fucking football team, man. The Chiefs,
Kansas City
yeah,
Chiefs.
it's like you want a name that shows energy and courage and bravery. That's why they picked the name.
The Tomahawk Chop. It's not the Kansas City Chief faggots.
Right. It's like the fucking, it's like I think it's kind of showing that they're powerful and kind of,
Yeah, say that when it's 3-13 and fucking it's halftime.
I will give it to you that fans are idiots and the mascots do have to look a little goofy.
They just run out.
But although I believe the Redmen's mascot wasn't that just a guy dressed like an Indian, like legitimately with the headdress and the makeup and stuff like that. A warrior.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like the goofy big-headed fucking Mardi Gras float head Indian.
How terrific.
How terrific.
Chief Nakahoma can fuck his mother.
You think
Chief Nakahoma stinks. He's a fucking clit. Fucking hate Chief Nakahoma. Hey, the man knocked the Homa, didn't he? Fuck you.
You hate Chief Nakahoma.
You really do.
I would love them to say that he's HIV positive.
All right.
Chief Waste Away.
Can you please call up with other mascots?
Holy
shit. We hit Jimmy's button today. I wish I could remember some more of these mascots. I can't.
A mascot touched Jim when he was a baby.
Yeah. That's what happened.
You got the Redskins.
Nakahomo grabbed his fucking cock.
Nakahomo.
It was his first baseball game.
Yeah.
He went to the bathroom by himself.
Hey there, son. You need a little help? Put his tomahawk on your ball sack.
I'm Chief Nakahomo.
Yeah, come here. Oh,
Oh, please call up with other mascots. Please. We just don't have that knowledge right now. Yeah, you got the Cleveland Indians. You know, they like naming their teams after
I know. Well, you know what? They should. I mean, again, it's legal, but it should just be enough already. Get over it. Fucking change the name of your shit dick team. What are people not going to root for the Redskins? People fucking root for when the fucking Colts moved and came back as the Ravens. They rooted for them. What the fuck?
What about the Cowboys?
Well, the Cowboys it was a black guy who was dressed as a cowboy.
Yes.
And I think he came to Philadelphia and they beat the shit out of him.
Of course they did.
Oh, they beat him.
Like, what the fuck?
He had a cowboy shooting his gun.
Yeah.
Oh, the black guy?
Yeah, wait, why did they pick a black guy to be a cowboy in Dallas?
The mascot is a nerd.
What's that? A nerd.
I said the mascot is a nerd.
Yeah, I never thought about that before. A black cowboy in Dallas is a little strange.
Well, yeah,
we've been to Dallas a few times. I'm surprised that flew.
And that's through the years. He's been there a long time.
Yeah,
I think he's dead, actually.
He got beat up in Philly?
Yeah, I think he was beaten.
City of brotherly love.
Pretty good in Philadelphia. Philly is the worst.
Philly brothers are rough, man. In between Santa Claus getting pegged with batteries.
Should fucking travel with a construction worker, a biker, and an Indian.
Has the worst
faggot.
White guys you ever want to see. It's got to be the worst white guys. It is. It's just awful.
What about the guys with the Philly beards? They're like
the long beards.
Yeah,
that's
their problem.
No,
this problem.
The Philly white guys are the worst. They're big. They're thick neck. These thick neck white boys are the worst.
Dude, Boston white guys are.
They're number two.
Number two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Philly white guys are number one.
But at least in Boston, you know where you can go and where you can't go, kind of a thing.
Right.
You know, you're not going to go fucking into Southie and just bust into a bar and go, hey, niggas, what's up? You know?
Well, you know...
Like Philly, though.
I'm at the game, the Philadelphia Eagles game. I'm a Cowboy fan. And there's a guy walking through with just a Georgetown hat. They started booing him and throwing beer on him. He's like, this is Georgetown. It's a basketball team. We don't give a fuck. Get out of here.
Animals.
They are animals.
You gotta love them.
Christ. We love Philly. Let's go to, Let's go to William in Miami. William, what's up?
Hello, guys. How are
Hello,
you today?
Bill. What's up?
Well, I was going to say, I'm part Seminole, and I'm down here in Florida, and a lot of it has to do with pride. We're actually proud to have these teams have our heritage as their symbols. It's nothing slanderous or offensive.
No, you're not.
Hey, let's.
Really, we are.
Yeah, good for you.
Let's figure out.
You know, if it's Chief Nakahomo from Atlanta.
I hate him.
Well, bang it!
Well, how about the fucking? How about the mascot for the Indians? It's Chief Wahoo.
Wahoo.
That's his name, Chief Wahoo.
And it's that big round face.
Yeah, Wahoo.
Wahoo.
That's good. That's good culture. Chief Wahoo.
All right, before we get off the air today, we got to figure out the worst mascot. Because someone, good old Freddie, Fast Freddie from Jamaica Station, I forgot about this. And I think we were up there when they debuted this. The Red Sox mascot is awful.
What is it? Oh,
it's a green monster.
Stupid. The green monster.
It's a green monster, and his name is, I forgot now.
Should be a shot pregnant
Wally. Shot pregnant.
Wally?
Wally.
He couldn't find a... Just for the name alone, he should be fired.
Wally.
That is no thought process.
The green monster.
I remember when they debuted him, the whole place just started booing. Like, what are you doing to our city?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new Boston Red Sox mascot. It's Wally, the green monster. And you just heard, boo!
Go fuck yourself, you cocksucker! Who the fuck is Wally?
Wally's
you fucking queer, you fucking queer, Wally! Go fuck Wally, your mother, your fucking mother!
Hey, Sully, Wally's a queer!
Sully, I'm gonna lob this fucking bottle at the fucking monster's head, you watch.
And they should have. That's no thought process behind that.
No. And Jim from Philly. Jim from Philly writes, Opie, we didn't throw batteries at Santa. We threw snowballs at Santa. We threw batteries at J.D. Drew.
J.D. Drew.
That's right.
Baseball player.
Oh, yeah.
He was a baseball player for us.
And let's not forget the standing ovation after what's-his-name was paralyzed.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin.
Shit. Fucking brutal, man.
That's what gives Philly its fabric, its texture.
Yeah.
You just love to hear stuff like that from cities. Just mean people.
God damn.
Why don't you love that? You have to love it. I'm from Philly. I've suffered all racism, all this race riots, and I still love it. I just love Philly. They out of their fucking mind.
All right, let's go
They
to
certainly are.
Adam's going to piss off little Jimmy today. Adam in Virginia, go ahead.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I got a couple of them for you. First off, the Atlanta Braves have Tommy Hawk.
What?
And Homer D. Brave.
Homer D. Brave.
How about the other one? Maybe it could be a white guy in a mustache, husband of decommunist cunt. How about fucking Ted Turner throws that one in there?
And then the other one is the University of Georgia Bulldogs. They have Harry Dog.
Harry Dog.
Oh, like Harry.
But
dog.
it's just
maybe you can have like an ultimate fighting mascot competition. Have the last mascot standing, just a bloody mascot just bashing. You can give them weapons. You know, Wahoo have his little
tomahawk. Yeah, they have to have what they're equipped with. With the Philly Fanatic gonna like tongue people to death with that stupid fucking party favorite tongue he sticks out. Oh, did I want to smack him when he came into the studio when we were at YSP?
Oh, he smelled.
Smelled so.
They got to figure out how to wash those mascot fucking uniforms.
And he's inside it. You don't see. You just see the dopey face of the Fanatic, and we're like, oh fuck, that stinks. And he's like, look, guy, I don't get to fucking wash this thing.
Yeah,
it's funny. You don't have a way to wash these mascot outfits.
Look at this Philly Fanatic.
No, that's the green monster.
Hey, let me see. Ew,
it looks
Wally.
like fucking Mayor Menino with a green head. Big fat fucking head. That's what the mascot should have been. A big oversized tongue in a mayor's mouth.
Mascots fucking suck. They don't help anything. No, they don't fucking get anybody riled. Oh, the mascot's getting us to cheer.
Look, he's standing on the dugout.
No one fucking listens to them. The mascot is fucking passe. When guys wear fucking suits to baseball games, that's when a mascot was appropriate.
Yeah.
They're shit.
Look at the mascot, dear. How about another lucky strike?
I really fucking hate them because they're not cute and they're not fun. They don't do anything. They're fucking embarrassing.
Look, a Negro's up to bat.
Speaking of which, let's go to
There's something you don't see.
Derek in Jersey.
Look at his fucking. He has a fucking tampon nose. The Philly Fanatic. He only has. It's a fuck sleeve. His nose is a bookstore fuck sleeve. Hey, fuck sleeve nose. I hate the Philly Fanatic.
Why do you hate the Philly Fanatic?
Because you can hold.
It looks bad.
It looks like a toilet paper. You could fuck his nose. A big hole in his nose.
Yeah, the 76ers had Big Shot. I think they got rid of him. That was his name, Big Shot.
Big Shot.
Yeah, but they booed him.
Hey, let's go to Derek in Jersey. Derek, try to jump in here, Derek.
Good morning, fellas.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the Philly Fanatic's nose. You know what that's used? For jacking off.
Use that for jacking off.
All right, fellas, the Philadelphia Phillies were the last National League Baseball team to sign a black player 10 years after Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson was quoted as saying he considered Philadelphia a city from the deep south.
Oh, shit.
Even beating out Boston?
I told you, Philly really is the worst.
I love it.
It's
One
the
other
worst.
thing about Philly, they're the only city ever to drop a satchel charge from a helicopter on tenement housing to get the residents out. It was called the Move.
The Move, yeah.
Yeah.
When Move was squatting in buildings, it was an organization called Move.
That's one of the
and they were like squatting in these buildings, and they tried to get them out. You know, they were from how much they tried, I don't quite remember.
It was like this. Hey guys, you want to leave now? All right,
bomb them. Yeah, and they dropped a satchel charge from a helicopter, and it was just supposed to
incendiary device.
It was just supposed to like make a loud explosion and kind of tell them get the fuck out. But they dropped an incendiary device on the roof and burnt the whole fucking block down, and it killed a bunch of people and injured a bunch, and kids were running out, and it was a mess.
That's Philadelphia.
John in Wildwood, the Philadelphia 76ers have a mascot called Hip Hop, voted the worst mascot, and when Barry Bonds came to Philly, the fans threw prescription medicine bottles at him.
That's smart to throw somebody with your name on it.
Here's my name, address.
What's wrong with me?
What I'm taking.
Some of the illegal shit that I'm taking.
Now someone's pissed off. That guy's full of shit. The Red Sox were the last team to sign a black guy. And they could have been the
that
first.
Makes more sense. The
Red
Red Sox
and others tried out at Fenway before Jackie broke in, and somebody yelled, "Get those ends off the field."
Those ends.
Someone.
Fucking Boston, man.
Phones are lit. We'll talk about mascots and other things. I gotta take a leak, man.
Ooh.
What happened?
A little leaky. It's the socks.
What happened?
Pumpsy Green. What's his name?
Can you tell me?
Pumpsy Green?
Wait, we got some info here. What the?
It's taking a little while to download here, but the blurb I saw was Pumpsy Green was the last first black baseball player.
I want to know the first black mascot. That's what I want to know. Who was the first, the first sports black mascot? Who has that one?
What is that? I'm sure it's some team that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Some awful racist name down south. On the Negro League.
Yeah. All right.
Travis
Pirates mascot is Oliver Onion. Is that true?
Travis has something?
It's a big pair of balls that are sweaty.
Yeah, another Braves mascot that was around the same time as Chief Nakahoma.
Yeah.
Was his counterpart, Princess Winalada.
Wow.
Stop it. I swear.
Winalada.
Fucking, what cornballs.
Oh.
What the fuck? Who's enjoying that?
They just didn't care. That just shows you they didn't care about that. They just showed the mascots what they really were.
And now, Princess Winalada.
My favorite part when she comes out, she gets you all riled up.
I love how Philly's helping us along here instead of like going, come on, guys, it's not that bad down here. They're like, no, they want to defend how awful it is. Matt and Philly. Remember, Philly has a holding cell in a courtroom in their football stadium.
Courtroom.
They do, though,
That's
man.
right. Trials are being held down and people being executed.
It's brutal.
There's always a good fist fight.
Someone's rolled out getting a lethal injection. I'm doing something in the stands. That's great.
We got lots to do, man. Keith Robinson in-house. Couldn't be
Where are you
happier.
working this weekend, sweetie?
Yeah, are you working, Keith?
Yeah, man, I'm working tomorrow night, actually, in, what's that, Providence, Rhode Island, the casino, Catch a Rising Star.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the little shows there.
Are you a gambler?
Yes, blackjack, baby.
All right, we'll talk about that next. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Steve, SOS, I need milk immediately.
Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony Show, Milk Diva World Tour. Featuring all your favorite Milk Diva hits. Live in concert.
My blood sugar level is dropping as I speak.
Featuring the classic There's a Deli Downstairs.
There's a deli right downstairs, is there not? Who the F gets milk from Dwayne Reed?
And who could forget the #1 smash hit, I'll Suck Milk Out of a Cow.
I'll suck milk out of a cow. I don't care. I just need milk.
Plus, special guest, the Milk Divette.
I walk into the studio and he goes, "Where's my milk? Why are you going to Dwayne Reed for the milk?"
And for the first time in over a decade, you don't bring me milk anymore.
And then I'm noticing there is no milk around, so I'm like, I will pass out.
You sound like a madman.
I know I'm whining.
The Milk Diva. Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie wants milk. He only takes it from CVS or Rite Aid. Who would go to Dwayne Reed for milk knowing that how desperate I am right now? You get condoms and maybe some shampoo from Dwayne Reed. You don't get milk from Dwayne Reed.
Thank you, Dynamite. Thank you. Just got your instant feedback. Thank you. Thank you, Dynamite from Brockton, Mass. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. Derek, very, very, very angry with old Jimmy Norton.
Too bad.
What's up, Derek?
Hey, it's Eric in New York.
Hi, Eric. I said that already.
Jimmy, I love you, man, but
Oh, the butt.
you were a little rough on that girl with the breast cancer in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, he's kidding. No, I wasn't. I was actually very nice to her. I was awful to her friend, but I was actually very nice to her.
Well, my grandmother had breast cancer, and I haven't been able to get over it.
Why? Who are you going to titty fuck now?
I love you, Jimmy. Great
Thanks.
show. You killed, man.
Thank you,
killed.
buddy. Yeah, I was nice to her. That's why I knew he wasn't going to kill.
All right, I was hoping we had a hater. Hey,
how can anyone hate me? I'm too popular.
We're looking at mascots.
Lovable.
Got to pass this one around the room to everybody. The Reds mascot, his name is Gapper.
Gapper?
Pass that around. Gapper.
Gaper.
Or Gaper, right. Sure, make your own jokes. Jesus.
Gapper.
Let's see. Houday from the Bengals.
Oh, yeah, Pat Patriot.
Pat Patriot.
Oh, That awful big head.
Yeah.
Those stupid big heads. And look, he's like going after, what is that, the Eagles mascot?
Listen here, brother.
Yeah. When they taunt each other and do that thing where they wave their finger at each other. Hey, you. Our team's going to win.
Yeah, because a styrofoam fist could do a lot of damage.
That's only
to your styrofoam jaw.
That's only cute if it's a styrofoam fist and it's a styrofoam pussy. And you're speaking in German and threatening her.
Well, we got Sourdough Sam.
What is Sourdough Sam?
They're coming in like crazy.
It's like a prospector, an oldie-time prospector. What team is that?
And then this could be right up there. The Colts, of course, have blue.
He needed the money.
Oh!
Blue?
Yeah.
And what is blue? A horse? A fucking cow? I've had it.
It's like kid cartoons. It's like something like Barney and all. It's stupid. It's just for kids. It's an adults.
What's that? What was that?
Your phone ding-donged. And it's... Who?
He's still in there. I'll let you know.
Uh-oh.
What the hell does that mean?
Serial killer? Someone chained up in your basement?
The Zodiac is back.
Yeah.
What the F does that mean?
Don't you love getting cryptic messages?
I only got one text. I think this was supposed to be 2 texts. Texas. What does this mean?
What does it say?
He's still in there. I'll let you know when he leaves.
Still in there. I'll let you know when he leaves.
Maybe someone's in the bathroom.
Could be.
No clue.
When robbing your house?
He's still in there.
Still in there. I'll let you know when he leaves.
Is it the guy from Cheaters?
That guy's the greatest.
Yeah, the one from Cheaters.
Fucking love those guys.
By the way, it is Texting Tuesday here on the Opie and Anthony Show, where we just text during the program.
Well, I mean, that's cryptic enough. I got to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
The Colorado Rockies have dinger, which is a word for a home run.
Yeah.
A purple triceratops-like figure.
Aw, a little dinosaur.
Why? Colorado, the fucking mascot should be in a trench coat. How perfect would that be? Fucking a trench coat with a shotgun and one glove, tap dancing.
Or a guy holding a Garrett and a little cowboy hat. One little patent leather buckle shoe.
Oh, no. A little cowboy hat.
I love the little cowboy hat. A few blonde hairs in it. What does this one say? This might clear it all up.
Stop reading, stupid.
Stop reading, stupid. Well, reading's for queers.
My lovely girlfriend.
She's telling you stop reading stupid.
Yeah, she knows I don't. Reading stupid and learning's for queers.
We agree.
What the hell does that mean, though?
I don't know.
Wait, was it something we were talking about?
He's still in there. I'll let you know when he leaves.
What the hell is that?
Not me.
I just heard a phone.
It's my phone.
Hey, getting a communique from Mike at fmqb.com talking about mascots. No, just mascots. There was Bonnie Brewer. Let's not forget Bonnie Brewer. The Milwaukee Brewers, they had her sweep the bases during the 7th inning with a broom.
Oh, well, I like that.
That's good.
Should have been Tanya Toilet. She came out and did a little toilet scrubbing in the outfield.
And then you got Bernie Brewer, Milwaukee Brewers. Used to slide into a big beer mug, but they eliminated the beer mug when they built the new stadium.
Wait, he would slide into a big beer mug? Oh, how fucking lame.
Hey, he was just trying to get a little head.
Come on. Oh, there you go. Mark. All right, you're known for beer.
Syracuse Orangemen, now just the Orange. Oh, yeah. It used to be the Orangemen, now they're just called the Orange.
Why?
Because
what were Orange Men?
Orange Men were Indians.
They were Redskins. I never heard Orange Man.
I'm gonna explain.
All right.
Orangeman was a tribute to a Dutch aristocrat that halted the spread of Catholicism in Europe. Of course, now we get Otto the Orange as the mascot.
Otto the Orange?
So what happened? Like, what was offensive about Orange Man?
Yeah, I'd like to know that too.
I don't know.
Jesus.
Where it began. I I can't begin to know. But then I know it's
I can picture it if you do it, Jimmy. You got to do it.
It was in the spring. And spring became
I want to see.
I don't remember. Could have believed you.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You got to go to YouTube. Sweet Caroline, Elvis Presley.
See what? Touching hands. Reaching out.
You know, like
touching me. Touching you. Touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Oh, I've been inclined. Believe they never would. And now I look at tonight, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with
They show a really good clip of the dance.
And when I heard
it's not a dance, it's a move.
Burden runs off my shoulder.
He's gearing the arm up.
How can I hurt?
He's gearing the arm up.
He does. He gives the arm a spin.
Oh, that's terrific.
And then he just throws it out.
Here comes. Come on, gear it up. There you go.
Reaching
Sometimes his head doesn't look like the last moving because he's tired.
Touching me.
Fucked up on
Dr. the Cop was waving at him from the fucking side of the stage. Come on.
Yeah, that's great. There he goes.
That's the fucking. That's the coolest dance ever. I would do that all day.
I would do that all day, man.
But he does like a really
wow,
good thing.
he just did some bowling move.
Where the arm swings up to the right, but he starts to circle the arm a little bit before he does the move. He's warming up.
I think he's being held up by strings.
It's a marionette.
Yeah, and they're getting tired.
Yeah, give him a hand move.
He was the greatest. Fucking, there's nobody cool. There's a great version of him singing Always on My Mind, too. But he's got the thick glasses. Priscilla just dumped him. Oh, he's fucking miserable.
Yeah,
it's great.
Doped up.
Yeah. He's got the fucking mutton chops. I only like fucking Fat Elvis clips. Watch him singing Unchained Melody. It's fucking one of the greatest things ever. He sings an Unchained Melody version.
Fat Elvis? You like that Elvis better?
Yeah, because he's kind of smiling. He's really like a charming guy. It was like one of his last shows.
All right. Hey,
groundbreaking, by the way. Elvis was cool. I'm really glad I mentioned that in 2007. Fucking, I'm 40 years off. We've had a theme all day long, and we continue with the theme. Another horrific marriage gone bad.
Ooh, goody.
All coming in today, these stories, by the way.
Good.
What would possibly motivate a 39-year-old mother, Hung Sung Lee, to take her 3 sleeping children, ages 2, 7, and 9, move them into the same bed with her sleeping husband, then douse all 4 of them with lighter fluid, and then try to set them on fire?
Jesus,
all right.
Heavy do you
We're supposed to answer that? What would motivate her to do that?
What would motivate her to do that? Wow,
that seemed to be the question.
She was going to smoke a cigarette? She was cold?
What her response is going to be? She heard the voice of God.
Ah.
That's most women's crazy play that God
Gotta
told.
put the kids in the bed.
Yeah. That's the. Did you hear about the guy who flew the airplane into his mother-in-law's house?
I like how they said that. Yeah, he had his daughter in the plane, and they crashed into his mother-in-law's house. And they say, they're looking into whether this might not be an accident or not. It's like, what are the odds you're going to be flying with your fucking daughter and crash into your mother-in-law's house?
Oh, my goodness.
On purpose.
I've had my share of crazy women. You know, I've told Jim an incident with my son's mom. Now, what happened? We don't live together anymore. She lives in Philly. I live in New Jersey, Woodbridge or whatever. She came to my house. She made copies of keys to my apartment. Came in. Bashed up my HD TV, HD 42-inch. Oh, it was beautiful. Smashed it. And you know, with HD, you watch everything on it. You know, she smashed it up. Took my computer, put it in a tub of water. And then
she thought about this.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Then she bashed up my Miss Pac-Man Mini. I got a Miss Pac-Man Mini arcade game. She bashed it up. And the thing about it, before she did it, she played it first and beat my high score. That bitch. Oh, man.
Yeah, I went in and got a bunch of my stuff out beforehand, like my computer and stuff.
Oh, you have a crazy woman?
It was divorce. Yeah, I was married for like 9 years. Wow. Oh, believe me, the listeners know. They hear my misery usually. But I went in and grabbed everything.
Trust me.
But the stuff I left, and I left some stuff, that kind of some radio awards that Opie and I had won over the years, irreplaceable things like that. She had a big fire in the fireplace one night and just burnt everything. Pictures. My fucking clothes went into the fucking, Goodwill. All I know is I was driving around Huntington once and saw some homeless guy in a WAAF jacket.
But you got to realize, though, when you look at it, it's your fault.
Dude.
We don't look. I'm going to tell you why.
But wait, because you just can't pass that over. Like, the money this guy is paying now, it's like, fucking, at the very least, give him his fucking stuff back.
No.
And she knew back then at that point that, she had fucking paid her.
Yeah.
A woman just don't turn crazy. We see the signs and we ignore them.
Yeah.
So before we just brush over them. Like my son's mom, we were together for a long time. But I seen the signs, but I kept ignoring
saw the signs before I said I do, and I still fucking did it.
You still
asshole.
did it. Because once you mess with a crazy woman, there's no way to get rid of her. You can't just yell at a crazy woman and say, stop being crazy. They're going to be crazy continuously.
They're going to be crazy.
Yeah, they're just going to be crazy. Only thing to stop them is a kick in the twat.
That'll do it.
Like Dracula has one.
The stake in the heart of the mirror.
A kick in the twat
garlic.
is the only thing that stop a crazy woman.
I've never had a physical confrontation with a woman I've dated. I've never had a physical thing with a girl I've
Because
dated.
most of them are prostitutes. They just get their money and leave.
Yeah, I suppose so. I've never dated anyone actually more than an hour and a half.
Jimmy's got a girlfriend now.
Oh,
I've had a girlfriend.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. All right, here's the rest of the story. So she drags the kids and
taking ladies.
Drags the kids into bed with her husband, and now she's going to light everybody on fire. What made her do this? Let's try to find out.
Set them on fire.
No idea. No motive.
Mr. Lee was inside the family's townhouse where the attempted murder took place. He wouldn't answer the door. Earlier, at the entrance of this gated community, over the speakerphone, he told me what happened is his business and nobody else's.
Well, it might be the police department's business.
They're still alive?
Yeah. She didn't get it done.
She couldn't get the job done?
Well, she woke up and asked him for a match.
You have a match? I need a writer.
Not only that, it gets more interesting. The husband starts helping out the wife here.
Last night, he told our reporter Susie Saw that he didn't want to go on camera or talk about it. According to the evidence, Mrs. Lee had a lighter in one hand, the kind that's very long that you use to light a barbecue, and a piece of paper rolled up like a torch in her other hand. She actually lit the paper and was about to throw it onto her sleeping family when her husband suddenly woke up.
There's a struggle in the bedroom, and the lighter's broken. Somehow the fire's extinguished, and he's able to subdue her, and then we arrived.
And he calls 911.
Exactly.
On the call, which police will not release, the husband says only that his wife tried to kill herself. Nothing about trying to light the entire family on fire. When police arrived, they pieced it together. Lighter fluid on all members of the family, all in the same bedroom, the broken lighter, and the burnt piece of paper.
This guy's got to cut his losses. What is he doing?
What are you doing? What are you going to
Are you crazy?
Wow.
Crazy
Cut
woman.
your fucking
You won't
losses.
let it go.
Very dishonorable.
Let them take her away.
I want to hear the 911 call.
Oh, I know.
Wife, she go crazy. That's not my wife. That's not my wife.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I sound like a fucking flock of birds.
Randy needs an address. What email address do we send a news story to? I'm assuming it's for Story of the Month nominees.
Would that be to Steve?
Actually, news stories and dick pictures all go to Steve
at FoundryMusic.com.
That's right.
FOUNDRY music.com. That address should be up on OpieandAnthony.com. Also send them to Danny at FoundryMusic.com. Mostly
thick,
Danny.
uncut,
Danny. Send them to Danny.
Harry
mostly.
Potter type cock pictures.
That's right. With preferably the mouth of another gentleman in the vicinity.
FoundryMusic.com. Danny at FoundryMusic.
Dick pictures to Elo.
Here's the rest of the story.
When police and detectives arrived on the scene yesterday morning, Mrs. Lee was still in the house, and there was no sign whatsoever that she had doused herself with lighter fluid, no evidence whatsoever that she intended to kill herself. Again, she'll be arraigned tomorrow on 4 counts of attempted murder.
Just a fucking... How do you not beat her to death as the husband?
Maybe that's what he wants to do.
He probably does, but it's the kids. He's worried about the kids, and he's not going to do anything to her. I've never seen it, but see, Asians, you don't see them on all these. Yeah, they're very private.
Very
you never
private
see Asians
people.
on Maury Povich fraternity.
No.
Nothing.
Yelling about everything. You're right. Holy shit. You don't. They don't like spreading their shit around.
No,
they take care of it in their own little community and their own house. Like, he probably will just beat the fuck out of her.
That's why he's like, I'll handle it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. I don't care. Yeah, she tried to light you and the family on fire. Yeah, we got something for that. Like, this ain't like they probably have some fucking scroll what you do when your wife tries to light you and the fucking husband on fire. And you just got to beat the shit out of her and bind her feet.
With the Chinese torture, with the water just dropped.
Yeah, Chinese water torture. Start with Chinese water torture. Bind her feet.
They use duck sauce now.
Or pre-cum.
Let's go to Schwoogie. Schwoogie!
Hey, boys.
What's that?
Possible story of the month.
Okay.
2 6th graders having sex in class in front of everybody.
Wow. What? We got that story yet?
Go to Drudge on the left-hand side.
Good old Drudge.
I think this is just hot, really.
Just because it's on Drudge doesn't mean it's true.
Drudge gets
No. It's been confirmed by the school district.
Channel 13 investigates school district. 6th graders had sex in class. 6th graders, not 6-year-olds. Did you say 6th graders?
6th graders.
Oh, you did. All right. For months, it's been a well-kept secret, but now Warren Township schools confirm a disturbing case of sex in the classroom. 13 investigates was tipped off by a disturbed resident who writes, during school hours in a classroom with an experienced teacher present, 2 6th graders completed the act of intercourse. At least 10 students were witnesses. No disciplinary actions were taken against the teacher. All teachers were told to keep quiet.
What the fuck is going on here?
The teacher allowed this to happen?
What a good teacher.
Warren Township Associate Superintendent Jeff Swenson confirmed it's true. It's been kept under wraps since November.
How do you keep that? Keep our 2 kids were fucking while the teacher watched. Keep it under your hat.
And 10 kids are watching. Yeah.
But what was the teacher doing while she was watching?
Jerking off.
They're saying middle school students having sex in a busy classroom while a teacher is present is true. 2 students were involved in inappropriate conduct in a lab class last semester. We have investigated the matter and taken appropriate action. The school corporation considers the matter closed and will have no further comment.
Oh, the teacher didn't know what was going on.
No, the teacher didn't know what was going on.
Oh, okay.
She caught it and broke it up.
The what?
Teacher caught them and broke it up.
How does that, how does the teacher not know it's happening? How do you start fucking in...
Probably behind, I'm guessing it was behind
one of those things.
Labs are built kind of weird.
The Bunsen burners on.
What does she think they're working on? Frogs?
Are you reading the story from Drudge directly?
No.
Okay, so read the story directly from Drudge. It goes into details that the kids were on lookout.
Yeah, there's a lookout that was helping in the couple.
See? I'm on the lookout. She's at the cops. A lookout.
A lookout in class.
I don't know if it's story of the month, but it's definitely a good one.
Yeah, it's just one to jerk off to. I mean,
it's just hot.
Bunsen burner. All right, thank you.
What a goer she is.
He's always good for one there. Shwoogie. All right, very good. Are we done with the fire thing?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What's the matter, Ope?
He can't get the disc out of the player.
Well, why don't we get fucking E-Rock or Than here?
No, hey, we had something we were going to do once we got here.
What was that?
I'm trying to remember.
The FCC thing.
Yeah, that was it.
No, that was for tomorrow.
Yeah, shit.
We promised that.
What?
Tomorrow.
We have other stuff we could do.
Oh, I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do.
We have better stuff.
What?
Fuck each other in the butt.
Jeez. Don't let the teacher see.
Jesus, a lookout. That sucks to be the lookout. You don't even get to watch the fucking.
Yeah.
We had a teacher in 7th grade. We, boy, I hate even saying I may get arrested. I don't know the statute of limitations, so we sexually assaulted a girl, Kim.
All right.
In 7th grade.
Wow.
Clothes off. Right, everything happened. We actually went through the petition to the other side to another class. We was just on this girl. The whole class was suspended. But
that's it?
The teacher, yeah, that's it. That's all you get back then. A suspension.
Wow.
You guys gang raped her and just got a suspension?
Well, I don't like to use the word rape, Jim.
You guys gang tickled her?
I prefer to say the R word.
That's the thing about Keith people don't understand. He really is a piece of shit.
He is a ghoul.
He comes off as nice because he's like, he has a good sense of humor and he's laughing, and but he is a piece of shit.
Wow.
And we went through it. It was brutal. But
No
she was
shit.
laughing. As long as she was laughing, it
Oh,
was
she was
great.
laughing?
She was laughing so hard she was crying.
Yeah, with some tears, but we thought it was
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was.
How many guys?
It was like about 10.
10? Did they all get
Well, we were just ripping stuff and grabbing and all sort of stuff
Did
happened.
anyone, like, stick it in, or?
I think I did.
Oh.
No.
Oh, God.
You stick it in?
Just in case.
Maybe a little.
Statute of limitations for rape is like 7 years or whatever like that. It's not 30. How old were you? What grade were you in? 7th grade?
7th grade.
35 years ago.
Oh, I was going to say if he was in 7th grade, then
It was
he was
7th
19
grade.
years old.
It was fun back then.
That was a joke, Jimmy.
I think in New York there is no statute of limitations.
Maybe
on rape.
now there's not because of DNA, but that's been changed.
Yeah.
We'll let it go.
You
However
leave any
old you
DNA behind?
No,
you're fine.
Any evidence?
Don't even worry
Did
about
she
it.
go to the police or the hospital?
No, she just went home and,
Oh, okay.
girl named Kim.
Hey, back then it was different. They just wiped their pussy off and finished their homework.
Women were tougher back then.
Oh, my God.
Let's save Keith some jail
Holy
time.
shit.
I'm joking, man. Yeah. They actually were. They were.
I was only joking.
Let's save Keith some jail time and move on to Batwing Ball Bag.
Oh, well, if Batwing Ballbag is calling,
Obviously an
we
attorney.
have to move on. Obviously an attorney, huh? Can I have some Lysol? Jimmy's ass is leaking.
Jimmy, why today?
You know what it was? I had
Sour
ice cream.
stomach?
I had the ice cream the other day. Yeah, my sour stomach is better, but I guess there's still a little residual sourness on the wall.
Ice cream
Just give it a throw. It's an
Ice
emergency.
cream after
Thanks.
chili.
These are like lactose farts.
Oh, you know what? I can't even handle this one.
I'm sorry.
I'm usually pretty good. This is a bad one.
I got nervous.
Holy crap, Jimmy.
Got a CSI, the fucking Vicks under your nose.
It smells like a baby's diaper.
I had a sour stomach
Baby's
yesterday.
diaper. That's what he was eating. Baby's
It smells like a...
Don't make fun
A
of it.
cloud of goodness
It'll
in
make
front of
me
me now.
self-conscious and more will come out. Because you know what happens when I get scared?
You get scared and you
got to push out courage.
Courage comes in and pushes the fear out of my body.
Batwing Ball Bag.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Doctor.
Hi.
The group of guys that we used to hang out with in high school, in 9th grade, we used to see who could have sex in the high school and not get caught. And
That's a great game to play, man.
And one guy would have sex. He had sex in like the auditorium when nobody was around, or he'd have sex in an empty classroom. And one of the top things was to have sex. Kind of sounds like the Sex for Sam things, but we had my girlfriend and I. She wore a skirt. We planned it out. She wore a skirt, no underwear. I had a pair of shorts on. Just kind of pulled my shorts out. Oh, you guys suck.
No, come on.
Go ahead.
That means we're trying to help you along. Let's go. I don't give a shit what you were wearing.
Pulled my jammy out. We were sitting in the cafeteria during lunch. She was straddled over me, and we had sex in a group full of people. You know, we had our group around, and nobody really paid any attention, and just tried to pump it out and get it finished. So, having sex in front of a group of people.
Jesus, how did
dude? Then what happened?
Nothing.
Well, no. I mean, after like having sex in front of a cafeteria filled with other students, something had to happen.
Well,
so what happened next?
obviously we weren't naked, and we were being kind of discreet. Other than the fact that she was, sitting on my lap, nobody else really knew what was going on. She wasn't naked. She just kind of hiked her skirt up.
Oh, okay. And the group was around you. Okay. So then what happened?
Nobody really saw that we were naked.
No. But what happened after you had sex?
I finished. We high-fived everybody that was sitting there, and it was a good laugh.
But I thought you said some people, most people didn't notice, but obviously some people did. So what happened?
Well, like I said, the group that was sitting at the table knew what we were doing. So we got through it. We all laughed at the fact that we actually accomplished it, didn't get caught.
Yeah. After that, all that though, then what happened?
I punched out and ended my story.
No, something had to.
What? No. There's always that one where they go, that was it.
Oh, we had one on the line yesterday. This just wouldn't stop.
You're gonna ruin it.
Nah, there's always a sucker.
Shut up.
I know Phil Henry.
Now
did
to a
show
Fox
for-
5 exclusive. A woman freaked out looking at the fish she bought Monday night. Check this out, and you'll see why.
It looked like her
She
pussy.
says once she cut open the fish she bought at a Manhattan grocery store, she found worms. Big worms. Still moving.
I saw them just kind of curled up. And then they started uncurling and moving, making their way in and around the fish. I naturally screamed, called my mother in Florida, and yelled and said, "What do I do now?"
Yeah,
Step on you dumb cunt.
Holy shit.
Shoot them.
Mommy, what do I do? I see worms.
I don't know. Call a lawyer. Call a lawyer. You could probably sue.
Call the TV station.
I don't know. I called my mother in Florida. What the fuck is she gonna? Who is she? Quint? Does she fucking know everything about fish? You dumb cunt.
Take a breath, honey. Take a breath first.
You get bad food from a grocery store, you just throw it out and get takeout or something.
Throw it away, buy new fish.
You know how Joe told me get free food.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
There you go.
You know how fresh that fish must have been? The fucking worm they caught it with was still alive. That's a brand new fish. You eat it.
Yeah, you just pick the worms out and eat it.
Or you open your vagina and put the worms in and then show your friends the trick you learned. Where you do a Kegel tightening and the worms blubber out and then you all laugh. You look at a bunch of badly smelling worms. Go out.
laugh. I mean, there's fish with worms in it. What do I do? Shut up, bitch, and Ben.
By the way, Josh from Jersey, high-fiving is for major fucking queers.
Yes, no one cool high fives.
They were all high-fiving after it was done.
Yeah, it turns out the worms are parasites from the ocean. The supermarket where Amanda bought the fish says the processing plant usually weeds out fish like this. The problem is that word usually that gets me. Anyhow, it apologized, gave her her money back.
Like you're
Health
usually
officials say the fish would be safe to eat if fully cooked. Little extra protein, apparently.
All right.
Like cum in your mouth. Oh, gosh. Oh, the news.
It usually gets me.
Whose phone is ringing?
I'm very popular.
All right.
You are.
That's Hollywood calling.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Got a motion picture for you.
Jimmy Norton doesn't get that picture. It'll make him a big star.
Let's say hi to Roger in Massachusetts. Roger.
Yo.
Welcome aboard, Raj.
What's up, Raj?
How you doing? Long-time listener. I met you guys out at the Holyoke Mall once.
I remember that. Yeah, you were the guy that was there with the
CD.
What were you wearing? That jacket?
Use my cell phone to try to get a friend of mine to do a
the
fake
cell
call.
phone, and then, we the fake
shit,
O
I
thing.
remember that.
It was a fake O, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you.
Reason I call you guys talking about sex stories. I had
Enough.
rotator cuff surgery when I was
Cares.
17 in the hospital.
Shut up.
Girlfriend came in, had
Gives
the
a
nurse
shit.
come in, give me my last
Fuck
med.
you. Shut up. What?
Me?
No.
No,
Yeah, like we fucking could say that to listener.
Like a long time
What's your
listener,
story?
too, man. You go back to the early days. You go back to the time when we were dinosaurs.
No, we were listening. You had rotator cuff surgery, and then...
Yeah, and my girl came in, I had the
Enough.
nurse come in, give me my last
Fucking
medicine. The guy
quiet.
next to me
Who
was
cares?
down to surgery.
No one gives a shit. No one
he had
gives
a
a
skirt on, came in, arms in
No
a
one.
sling,
No
topped
one.
the board,
Who
and
cares?
rode it like a fucking
No one
hog.
cares. No one cares. No one
Okay.
fucking cares.
Well, I thought you guys
Who
might want to.
gives
No, Roger, he's not talking about you. We're watching TV, this whole Dick Cheney and the blood clot in his leg. No one gives a shit about that. Sorry about that.
All right.
So you're in the hospital, rotator cuff surgery, and then the broad comes in?
Yep. And I had a skirt on. I pulled the curtain around, made sure the nurse wouldn't be in for a couple minutes,
Who
topped the board.
Keep
Rode
going.
it like a
Keep
champ,
going like
and
someone fucking gives a flying fuck. Go ahead.
got it done.
Just keep going like someone cares what you're fucking saying. Holy shit. Bore.
Dude, some
fest.
people do care about the Anna Nicole Smith
Fucking
shit.
ass. No.
Yeah, they do. It's still a hot story.
No.
That's all I got, though, for you guys.
No, Roger, Ed was distracted. He's watching that Anna Nicole Smith crap. So, was this your girlfriend at the time, or a nurse?
No, it was my girlfriend
God,
at
it
the
just
time.
doesn't
The
shut the
mother
fuck up
of my
either.
child that
Just
turned into
keeps
a whore.
going and going. A story no one gives a flying fuck about. Who could care about this?
Dude,
No one.
a lot of
Who
people
could
care about
fucking
Ann
care?
Coulter, calling John Edwards a faggot, okay? It's the top story on MSNBC right now.
I guess.
So how long were you guys going out, Roger?
At the
Holy
time,
shit.
a couple of
Take
years,
a
but
fucking
I
hint.
got an 11-year-old
Take a hint,
daughter from her
asshole.
now that I got
Who
custody
cares?
of, 'cause
Who
she turned
cares?
into a whore stripper.
Care. Who gives a shit?
Hi.
Who cares what you're fucking saying? And I'm talking to you.
Dude, some people still support Bush. It says our strategy recognizes the hard truth.
Yeah, I know.
That they're in Iraq for the long haul.
I say it's live, a speech, CNN. Yeah.
I know you're a liberal douchebag, but some people do like Bush.
Liberal douchebag today. Okay. Yeah.
Roger, so did anyone catch you guys having sex?
Nah, we got away with it.
God damn, would you shut
got away
the
with
fuck up about this? No one
Just,
cares.
just
Your
a memory
story.
of,
Your story. The one you're
little
telling right now. The one you're saying right now. No one cares. No one cares.
Dude.
No one gives a shit.
People are concerned because Giuliani's son is trashing his father. Okay,
for presidential
and if his own son is trashing him, you know, what is the rest of the country supposed to think?
I know.
Plus, there was a picture in the paper over the weekend, and Giuliani was in that dress. It's a little weird if you're trying to become president.
But no
of
one
the United
cares.
States.
I don't think anyone cares about that. Is what I'm saying.
So, were you able to repeat that, Roger, or was it one and done with the girlfriend in the hospital after the rotator cuff surgery?
No, it was one and done. And
Shut up. You on the phone. You on the phone talking. Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Just no one cares. I don't care. No one in this fucking room cares. Do you get it
punching
now?
out, guys.
Yeah, it sucks to be you. I just ran out of
news stories.
Yeah, well, no one cares about that turn down Dealey Plaza they made.
You boring fuck. We love our listeners. We adore them.
Let's go to Rick in Westchester. Rick?
Just abuse.
Yeah, one time
children.
I actually had sex with my wife.
Attaboy. Way to get to the
Best
point.
story of the day.
Cut to the
He
chase.
fucking got right to the point. He fucked his wife and frunkest out.
Yeah, let's go to David in North Carolina. David.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I got a blowjob from my nurse at 4:30 in the morning when I was in the hospital once.
How do you
Kept
swing
coming
that?
in every time I... Do what?
It was a male nurse.
How do you...
the angel of death sucked his cock before he smothered an old person.
That male stuff. But
The maintenance man. Now this is wait, David. How do you pull that off? Really?
Yeah. How do you swing getting a blowjob in a hospital from a nurse?
How were you? Why were you in the hospital? First of all,
hot in here.
Well, they thought I had a heart attack, and they had all these freaking...
Well, that's nice.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's fucking sucking your dick.
And you're in there because they thought you had a heart attack. That's good. Let's pump
get
up
the pulse rate up.
Right.
A fucking weak heart on because of blood thinner they're giving him.
I noticed every time she came in the room, her nipples were fucking hard. So I'm like, I asked her for why her headlights were shining every time she came in.
Yeah.
Well, I reached up and just started playing with the fucking things, and then one thing led to another.
This is some fantasy.
Oh, dude, that was the drugs talking.
It's a dumb story.
No, it's not true.
I wasn't on no drugs, but they were coming in there every 2 hours. But
lie.
I asked her what. Make a long story short, I asked her what made
make
her
a
do it.
false story true.
Yeah.
Thank
To
you
make
for
a bullshit story. Tell us about the time you titty fucked the girl at Sloan Kettering.
Here's how that story actually went. Well, this nurse came in, had to change my bedpan, and while I was shitting and trying to make eye contact with her, I wondered what it would be like to fuck her.
Totally completely uninterested woman.
We interrupt this program to bring you the Ozone Midget sighting of the day.
Keith, did you see this coming?
No.
Yeah. Tim in New York, what's up? Tim.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, I was up in White Plains up in Westchester checking out Reno 911, and which was saving money, guys. And I go to give my ticket to the girl, and she was like maybe 4'3", I don't know, with these little midget arms. I mean, like, they barely went past, like, her tits, man. And she's trying to grab me with these little sausage fingers, grabbing my ticket and ripping it in half. Funniest thing I ever saw. My brothers were laughing, telling me I got to call you guys. So
the fidget working at the movies, ripping your ticket with those stubby little Vienna sausage fingers.
When she went on break, did she take a nap in one of the popcorn buckets?
I don't know, boys, but that's it.
Took a shower into the soda machine.
Imagine what she must look like with those big boxes of, like, milk duds.
Yeah.
Just like as big as she is.
Oh, my God, I can't eat all that. Oh, wait a minute. You're just small.
You're just little.
Right.
Hand it to me so it looks normal in my hand.
Meanwhile, back at the show.
Oh, brother. Hey, let's break. Opie and Anthony.
Opie.
We're not part of regular radio, you fuckhead.
I'm scared. Anthony.
We take nothing and make shit out of it.
Okay, terrific. Los muchachos con queso.
What a hot voice that is.
Wonderful.
Huevos grandes, como melones.
Robin.
Punch out, shithead.
And Anthony Show.
All right, hey, we've had a theme all morning long. We have one more story, believe it or not. Less than 24 hours after being married, husband runs wife over.
Wow. 24 hours.
He couldn't take it after 24
lucky
hours.
Still have the just married on the back of the car and the cans. She was hit by the cans. Tied to the
clink, 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 clink off her head. Clink. Still has some rice in his hair.
Picking rice out of the treads of his tires.
Hasn't even brought the tux back yet.
He's still driving in his tux.
Still has a Viagra in the pocket of his tux. Jesus.
That's lovely.
Are you kidding me?
What would lead a guy to do that? 24 hours.
Well, this is.
Did she start yelling at the groom's mother about the brother?
Wow, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking bitch. Oh,
it's funny how you get the girl. Man, we're so jaded. That bitch, she had to do something.
No, he means his wife.
On my wedding day, my wife is all hammered, just yelling at my mother about my brother who was attempting to pick up my brand new wife's cousin. So my brother was like making moves on this girl, and my wife there at the time, drinking and shit. And she got all pissed off at my brother and gets right in my mother's face and goes, "Your fucking son is a fucking whore, fucking hose bag motherfucker." I'm just standing there going, "I've been married for about 2 hours. This could be long."
Were you embarrassed?
This could take a while. Oh, of course I was.
You were, right?
Who wouldn't be? I ran for fucking Captain Morgan to bail me out so quickly.
Did you ever try to cover up for her by going, you talk a little louder because she's about to say something stupid?
All those things, Jimmy. All those things.
Like, you know how someone's saying something and you can just sense where they're going, and as they go,
I know, right, yeah. I had to talk like this for 9 years. In every conversation, 24 hours a day.
She's kidding.
But you did it 9 years.
9 fucking years.
Why? After that was a big sign right there.
That's the question I can't answer, Keith.
I mean,
why did I fucking stick it out?
To the preacher or whoever did the wedding for you and go, let's take this back.
Fucking Charles Ingalls?
Well, you know what? That's what we do in a black neighborhood.
Well, I went to a justice of the peace. That's what us whiteys do. Go to a justice of the peace. It was, I guess because it sucked, but I was, I was kind of drinking too at the time, so it didn't really, matter much. She was always, screaming when she drank, so I would just drink to kind of counteract the whole thing. Oh, it was awful.
Screaming.
Oh, it was awful. But then when I hooked up with Ope with the radio thing,
what?
That gave me that gave me a whole new life. Then all I had to concentrate on was radio, so I didn't care that I was miserable. Like that.
Wow.
And that's kind of why we got along so well.
I was just driven. Let's fucking get to the top of this radio thing. This is cool.
I explained to people, that part of my life sucks, but we got this thing and it's taking off, so we'll just focus on this.
Yeah. And then once that kicked in, then it was over. Then it was there was no fucking reason to hang out to take this shit.
Wow, but 9 years,
especially when I have a 20-year-old girlfriend. There's no reason to take this shit.
Hence the burning of everything he owned.
Yeah. Oh, that's the greatest thing, getting a younger girl. It's beautiful. Because you do the math, she's going to be around a lot longer, can do more. So by the time you can be whatever age you are, I'm 40. So I have a young girl, she's 23. You see, and it just makes sense. My son's mom, she's 40 now. She's just about finished. The other girl is still sparking up. So by the time I'm 60, she's still gone, and I'm still, I'm hanging in there. So it's just a good thing. The math is just right.
The young girl thinks your stories are still interesting and fun. Yeah. She's still caught up in the whole comedian thing. You do that in front of people, she thinks it's cool, right?
Yes.
Jeez.
Hey, look at the time. So this story.
Oh, yeah. How about that? My girl is going to have to feed the cat and then me. Like that. That's the point. That's it.
Clean same
shit,
food.
Clean shit out of the litter box and my diaper.
Yeah. Well, you'll be annoyed and you'll notice that like one of your little dessert treats has litter on it, but you won't want to offend her. You'll eat it anyway.
This doesn't smell like chocolate. Eat it. Why don't you die?
I'd love to feed cat shit to someone. What's cat shit rules? You can. I told that story. We used to fucking drink at my friend's house and we would get stoned. And I would take all the cat shit out of the litter box and put it in the newspaper and then fold it back up so when his father came home from work, he'd open the paper and fucking cat logs would fall on him.
What a jerk. All right, here's the story. The last marriage story for today. It's been an ongoing theme since 6 o'clock this morning. Here you go.
James Olwine and Katie Martindale went to Las Vegas to tie the knot over the weekend. Then they headed back home to Utah. But at some point, things took a turn for the worse, and they started to argue.
Husband and wife traveling, having a domestic in their car as they were moving.
So the couple pulls over, and the bride got out. Her groom followed her, but he didn't stay out on the street for long.
She climbed out of the vehicle. They continued to argue in the roadway, and then he got in the car, and based on witness information, he ran her over.
Neighbors saw what happened and called for help.
It wasn't traveling at a high rate of speed. She got out of the car and was walking away from the vehicle, and he rolled down and struck her, and she fell down, and he ran her over.
Olwine was arrested and taken away. The unhappy couple hadn't even unpacked the trunk of their car or taken their new marriage license into their home.
God. Cut your losses. Move on.
Get out of the way quick.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Wow. Jesus Christ. There you go. And just hours earlier, gazing into each other's eyes, dancing.
It happens in a moment.
Something happened. Boy, that was quick.
The song on the radio.
James Blunt or
whatever
something?
was playing.
Yeah, see, you're with us.
Yeah, it's a song on the radio, and turn the channel, put it with, that's right there.
Why do you want to change the channel? Is that like that song means something to you? Is it you and your old boyfriend's song?
They're dancing.
And next thing you know, it's on.
And it's like, what the fuck? This isn't our wedding song. Why are you playing this?
This isn't James Blunt, right?
No.
Do you have that? You're beautiful. That fucking song. I want to blow towards his face. You're beautiful. He's such a cunt.
Wow, you sound just like.
I know.
Do it again, Jim.
You're beautiful.
Hold on. I gotta close my eyes because it's really so close to the original. All right, go ahead.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was it.
That's really good.
I thought they actually started playing the song.
I fucking hate this fucking whiny pussy boy song.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. All right, hold on.
Oh, that's the other one.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Shithead. I'm trying to yank a tear out of me, fucko. How about goodbye, my balls? Goodbye, my male dignity. This fucking pussy.
You don't like when someone tries to yank a tear out of you?
Disgusts me.
It does, huh?
As much as your ass is disgusting this
How about yanking a load out of me?
Yeah, you yanked some tears out of us today because of those farts. Nothing? All right.
These songs are good. They get you more time with a girl after you left if you want to get her back.
An angel. This fucking affected cocksucker. I saw an angel.
I won't lose no sleep all night, 'cause I've got a plan.
A plan? What a phony fuck.
Beautiful.
Ugh. You're beautiful.
I think I like this song.
You're beautiful.
He stinks, and I don't like him. This fucking song eats my ass.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you? And I don't know.
I'm going right to iTunes to get this song.
Yeah, right on. Let's do Line of the Day and get the hell out of here. Keith Robinson's going to be at a casino.
Catch a Rising Star.
Catch a Rising Star.
Your number?
No,
of course.
Why would I?
Keith is the worst plugger. So Keith is tonight. That's tomorrow night, Wednesday night in Providence, and for Thursday through Sunday, I'll be in Pittsburgh at the Improv. So if you're in Pittsburgh,
he's a good plugger when it comes with 10 other guys and an innocent girl in a room
during a boring science class. Jesus.
Florentine had good train stories about Keith. Just what a piece of shit he was on the train, how mean he was to girls. The guy's fucking brutal. He just grabs her hair and fucking yells at him.
Here's one of the runner-up lines of the day.
Oh. And it's like, it's your wife. She's supposed to sit there and make sure the plates are nice and clean when dignitaries come over. Pick out the silverware. That's what you're supposed to do as a first lady. Give a tour. Pick up brains off of the trunk.
She's a very educated woman there, Anthony.
Thank you, Jimmy.
That was a great line. Pick up brains off of the trunk.
Yeah.
Fucking
job of the first lady.
Pretty much stepped all over that, too.
That's what I didn't know.
BowDogFight.com sponsors line of the day. Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Ooh. You don't have to mix and match everything you love.
Huh?
You don't have to mix and match everything. Some things are better separate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love oral sex. I love egg salad. Never together.
We don't mind talking about our girls from time to... Very good. Sorry, Jimmy. I should have let that sit there for a little bit. Trying to get better at that. Very good.
I think Opie's winning interruption of the day.
Fuck, dude. That would have been just as good if you let him do his line instead of making me look like a complete non-listening asshole.
Interrupted line of the day.
Twice.
That's a pretty funny bit, though.
Yeah.
We step on each other. It's fucking happened.
Yep.
Well, I'm trying to focus on the next thing, and sometimes I miss a doozy, but you don't have to, like, stop the entire show and focus on it.
Who did that? Who tried to humiliate the boss?
E-Rock's getting me back.
It's E-Rock.
See?
Is it? Fucking
It's
old.
E-Rock.
See, in the end, these guys got the last say.
Where is he? Check anywhere things that concern work aren't being done.
You want to feel my back right now? I'm sweating like a pig because I'm so uncomfortable.
Oh, no,
because it's a great line, both of you guys, and there I am being an interrupting ass.
Interrupting
But you didn't interrupt the line, did you?
But it's kind of nice to think that you're listening to this stuff if you're part of the show.
It's amazing how unprofessional this thing is on a daily basis, and it just works.
If I was just silent, people would have been like, oh yeah, they were all listening. But I wasn't even listening. That's the first thing you need to do if you do this shit.
This shit.
They actually should have let it play because you gave yourself a little beating after, which made it funny.
Yeah, well, why do that and save me a little bit?
It was funny that you gave yourself a quick fucking a religious beating where they fucking beat themselves with a sharp thing.
Uncomfortable. Stay uncomfortable. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, how about letting the funny come out, as they say on the message boards?
Oh, please let it happen again on this one.
Dude, I will walk, and I won't be back. And half of the message boards won't give a shit.
Oh, please.
BowDogFight.com sponsors Line of the Day. Here is today's Line of the Day.
Here comes the line of the day, line of the day. They should have the Eric and Kathy split on the billboard, and they should have him wearing a Chicago Cubs uniform, and it should say bunt, and then have
Could work in White Sox with something else, I'm sure. White Sox. She likes black. All right.
Ooh.
Well.
Yeah, there's a picture of Albert Bell standing behind with a hammer. That was like,
I hate these guys.
That was team effort of the week.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, Jimmy got line of the day, and then I got my hopes up. Ooh, it's me, and then it ends with you.
I don't know what the line was. It wasn't the Albert Bell line.
Yeah, Albert Bell. That's really funny,
right?
Team effort.
That was community line of the.
We're the Harlem Globetrotters.
Segment of the day.
Around.
Why don't you we should all whistle fucking Sweet Georgia Brown and kick Eric in the stomach.
Make like we're throwing him into the crowd.
Why are we going to kick Eric in the stomach? We love Eric.
No, we don't.
No.
He has a fucking mark in his head today from his headphones where it's in his stupid This Boy's Life hairdo. And I want to comb his hair with a fucking aluminum bat. Look at let me see. Look at that.
Yeah. A little mark there.
Hey, Sex Bagel, why would you make the Opster look so bad today with the lines of the day?
Get over there to Mike. Don't talk to the fucking Opster from over there.
You know I need all the help I could get. Why would you do that to me?
It was written as a team effort.
Because I made fun of your haircut?
Oh. Why?
I thought I like your haircut.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
No, it was written down as a Jimmy Opie line. So that's what I cut it.
Yeah, well, we don't like you to humiliate the boss. We don't like it.
All right, what are we working on for tomorrow, E-Rock?
Oh,
Jim.
What? Talk to him. We have that. Hold on. Can Steve stop fucking sashaying around the studio with a scarf on?
Sashaying. Are you making fun of the one they did? Oh, fuck. This will be good for people that were listening earlier. Remember that awful MacBook promo?
Yeah.
They redid that promo.
Thank God.
More appropriately to our audience.
Geared more to this program and our audience.
There's a bunch of new people. You might have to listen to the replay, but basically for the MacBook, Free FM, we had nothing to do with it. The people over there decided to put a cute little promo together where it's just a bunch of, like, I don't know, 20-somethings, maybe mid to late 20-somethings sitting around in a coffee shop.
Dude, did you hear Opie and Anthony have a MacBook karaoke contest? Wow, dude, I'm karaoke king. Oh, dude, really, dude? Well, you can't... It was just this two guys and a girl, and it sounded awful.
And she went, sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're obviously just hanging downtown. They're just being...
Yeah, hey, I got fries. Dude, who cares about your fries? Oh, and hey, got a...
Whatever with your fries, dude.
Like they had to kind of get into
it
somehow.
We can at least play the first part, because that's all that matters.
It's horrid.
Because I got to bring everyone up to speed.
Just shit on a CD, smear it around, and put it in the player, and that will play.
These guys think this is good because they both walked in to hand it in.
Oh, wow.
Like, just...
All right.
I want you to see my face, and I want you to see my face as I hand this to you. All right, this is just the first part, but you'll get the idea.
Free FM.
I just had fries.
Yeah, whatever about your fries, dude. Did you hear that Opie and Anthony are giving away the new MacBook?
Oh, sweet.
Nice. How do I win? You just have to sing a little karaoke.
Oh, dude, remember last weekend? I'm the karaoke king. I wanna sex you up. Oh, yeah. Tick-tock, 'cause you don't stop, baby. I love you.
Yeah.
We remember that.
You should never do that again in public.
Ever.
But I'm awesome.
No, you're not.
Are you a karaoke king or queen? Then MacBook karaoke.
Right,
By the way, way to promote a karaoke thing. You should never do that in public. Fucking idiotic bitch. What a castrating woman. Of course, she's gotta cut his balls off. Guy can't have some fun without that fucking overly mothering bitch running in and just wrecking everything. Fucking hen. Shut your mouth, you castrating hen.
That really brings them down to a really shitty level. You fucking hen. Let's see a hen.
It's a fat, irritating thing that just shits out food.
Tiny little stupid head. Big fat body just walking around, doesn't know what it's doing. It should be killed, and it will be.
Just shitting and laying eggs. That's all
and making noise all willy-nilly.
You don't understand it. You don't want to hear it.
Half the time, you're not. Half the time, it's not sure if it took a dump or laid an egg. It has no clue.
It really brings a woman down to an awful level, Jimmy.
Jeez.
You fucking hen.
You hen. The brain is so useless, it runs around when it's
you
not
could
even
cut its
attached
head off, it'll
anymore.
still fucking run around for a while.
You don't want to hear it because it's there just to breed. Here you go, just breed and drop an egg and stop your yapping.
The body's showing the head who's boss. I don't need you.
Little teeny head.
Little stupid head.
With that thing.
Little thing under their chin.
Ugh. I know the turkey one is bigger, but the chickens and the hens
they have making noise, yapping.
All right, well, the guys, Steve, Derek, who else needs credit?
E-Rock.
And what?
Yep. Uh-oh.
And
now it's going to
He plays the fucking, I guarantee you, Eric's the hole.
I hope so.
Just wait.
All right.
Free FM.
I just had fries. Yeah, whatever about your fries, dude. Did you hear that Opie and Anthony are giving away the new MacBook?
Oh, sweet.
Nice. How do I win?
You just have to sing a little karaoke.
Oh, dude, remember last weekend? I'm the karaoke king.
Hi, I'm Eric Nagel from the Opie and Anthony Show, and I'd like to apologize for the brutality you just heard, but I simply had to dispose of those insipid jerks before they did any more damage to our promotional message. You see, I'm here to tell you about the Opie and Anthony MacBook Karaoke Contest. All you have to do is go to 923freefm.com, pick from the list of songs we've chosen, and sing your little heart out. Sing your little heart out for about a minute and send it to us. We've got 5 MacBooks to give out, 1 a day for the ones we think are the best. See, that wasn't so difficult, and we certainly didn't need to hear from all those hipster coffeehouse dopes.
Do the Caesar. Remember?
Jimmy?
Good delivery, Eric.
See,
I love the turn. It's fantastic.
We certainly don't need to hear those coffeehouse dopes.
Dopes.
Yeah.
Eric doesn't have he's not meant to be cutting and sarcastic.
Yeah. See, now there's the problem I see with this is Eric Nagel is not the fucking tough guy that runs people over, gets out of the vehicle, and starts machine gunning them down.
It's the unexpected ones.
Yeah,
You don't expect it from him. That's why
it doesn't work to have him be like the loose cannon who finally had enough and just machine guns people.
The sound works, but him doing the voiceover, because Eric's sweet. Eric's a victim. He's not one who victimizes.
Right.
Eric is a victim.
But that's why he's victimizing, because, he's had it.
Yeah, but in some parodies that works, but it doesn't work in this.
Can you play the end of that again? Do you have the last 30 seconds, the last 15 seconds of him talking, where he goes, like the sarcastic guy?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
please. He's in there sweating and drinking a lot of fluids right now.
Is he?
Look at his forehead; is all beaded.
There's a lot of gulping going on.
Yeah, he's all dry mouth.
Well, he's once again proving that he's a very talented guy in some areas, yet to be determined. However, his acting is not up to snuff.
Someone wants to know.
Second to Steve's.
What's insipid?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, he mispronounced that one.
I know. It was insipid?
Yes, it was insipid, yes.
Insipid.
You realize who you're talking to, Steve. I know you wrote that.
Insipid.
Hold on, here he is.
All right, here he comes. Yeah, grab that mic there. Now, what'd you think of your performance on that?
I'm not good.
All right. Mark the time.
Mark that, Tony. Thank you.
Mark the time when he said that, and I need that on my machine tomorrow. I'm not good.
Fucking diffuses everything, though. Where do you go from there?
We go there. I'll tell you where we go from there, to the understatement he just spit out. It's like saying the atomic bomb. Well, it wasn't pleasant.
All right, here's the end.
Any more damage to our promotional message? You see, I'm here to tell you about the Opie and Anthony MacBook Karaoke Contest. All you have to do is go to 923freefm.com, pick from the list of songs we've chosen, and sing your little heart out. Sing your little heart out for about a minute and send it to us. We've got 5 MacBooks to give out, 1 a day for the ones we think are the best. See, that wasn't so difficult, and we certainly didn't need to hear from all those hipster coffeehouse dopes.
Shut your goddamn pie hole!
All right. That was fun.
Well,
sorry, Eric.
Better than the first one, I guess.
Keith, are you going to come back or what?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Maybe next time you won't be late?
Oh, man, I'm sorry. That was the traffic, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of traffic.
It's all right.
You were hurt.
I'm a black man. I'm supposed to be late.
Yeah.
Makes it show, you can have something right away once I get there.
It's like, look who's late.
Of course he's late.
I'm the L word.
The L word.
We're late Americans.
Keith, you were very funny. You got to come back soon, okay?
Thank you, man.
And Jimmy, stop fucking
I can't do it. My sour stomach is passing. It's almost done.
It is amazing. Like, it's going to be like fucking walking into a bar when they were smoking, and then you leave and you smell like smoke. We're going to smell like your fucking ass. It's going to just be in our clothes.
He's got food poisoning farts.
No, because I don't feel food poisoning sick. I was just ill yesterday. But
secondhand shit.
I wasn't food poisoning sick.
What?
I wasn't food poisoning sick yesterday. It was more a wooziness which I felt on my
How do you know?
Because I was woozy on Friday, and then I got...
yourself?
No. I was woozy on Friday.
No.
And then Saturday I felt much better. And then Sunday, my girlfriend made fish, so I'm like, well, maybe it's the fish.
Were there worms in it?
No. But then Monday morning, I didn't feel very good, and I went home.
And he's gone.
And I feel better now. But no, I think I think it might be the fish.
How fucking... What is a trout going to swim out your ass and then we don't have to worry anymore? I think it's the fish. You stink.
I know.
This room just reeks.
Sounds like I fucking swallowed 2 of Eric's acting lessons.
Yeah, he was really bad.
Those coughs are hit the house
thing. Like he was trying a little too hard.
Yeah, and you could see his head actually moving as he talked.
That just sound like a radio
shot.
Just one.
Yeah. So, you hear his fucking toe looking for the trigger. Let's get out of here, man, 'cause I got to shit.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, go shit.
All right.
Very good.
Keith tonight, Rhode Island. Me this weekend, Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna have my own show today.
Ooh. Are you gonna stay for a little while?
I'm doing my own show.
It would be funny if they fired me and Open and you and Keith just got hired.
Hey. I said my own show.
Well, Keith, you gotta have a co-host.
N-word. No. We call it N-word, whatever.
The G and the N.
The G and the N. The G and the N show.
Guinea. I like that. I actually don't mind any Italian slurs. They've never bothered me.
Yeah.
Guinea wop.
Well, the W and N.
Ball.
Where should we go? The W and N.
Wop. Guinea wop. Grease ball. There you go, bastards. Like, it doesn't bother Italians. Unless an N calls us that, then we break out the bats and go to jail forever.
If an N asks you for directions, you break out the bats.
I don't want no N's calling me the W word.
It just sounds ridiculous with these letters. All right, that was my show. I'm done. Take it easy. Yeah, really. I'm getting out of here, too. What day is it? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Be prepared, girls. Get your easily accessible clothing on. Mm-hmm. Guys, make sure you have a WOW sticker on your vehicle. That's all you got to do, and girls will wow you. And
tomorrow's Booby Day.
And tomorrow's Booby Day.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get the girls to show up for Booby Day. And that's it. We will see you same bat time, same bat station tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Just want to see if
thank everybody. I know, I'm just trying to fuck with them.
Oh, I just want to see if fucking Errol Flynn throws a scarf back on and floats into the room. Fucking asshole.
Errol Flynn.
Hi, I'm the Cavalier producer.
Is there a meeting today or something?
Not for me, there's not.
Copy.
What? Oh, so you come in here to make sure. You are like a fucking mother making sure someone gets their homework done. Like, what'd you think? I was just going to walk out? So you walk here to make sure I don't leave?
I have to get out. Yeah, look at him.
Wow.
Intercepting Opie.
You're fucking good. No, you got copy, though.
Are you guys still broadcasting?
Yeah, I was doing my own show, and it sucks.
I forgot my BlackBerry. It's the only reason I'm back.
Oh,
it smells like Jimmy's.
It really smells like ass in here. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Opie, Anthony, Dance Party Weekend.
Wait. Nah.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Comedy gone too far.
Line of the Day is brought to you by Bodog. If you'd like to vote on any of the weekly show polls, go to iliketolisten.com.